what is the benefit of Islam? Why does anyone need Islam? The claims that are made in Islam, are they convincing enough for you? Have you read the Quran? Have you read the Quran? Have you seen? I've read, at least a fair bit of the Quran. I've got Quran here. Hold on, let's see. In 2024, do the claims of the Quran make sense to you? Look at the surah. I'm just picking any surah, right? Surah 2, surah number 2, Surah Al-Baqarah. Says Alif Lam Mim. I don't know what that is. This is the book about which there is no doubt, a guidance for those conscious of Allah, who believe in the unseen, establish prayer, and spend out of what we have provided for them, and who believe in what we have revealed to you, O Muhammad. And what was revealed before you, and of the hereafter they are certain in faith. Those are upon right guidance from their Lord, as it is those who are successful. Indeed, those who disbelieve, it is all the same for them. Whether you warn them or do not warn them, they will not believe. Allah has set a seal upon their hearts. Listen, Allah has set a seal upon their hearts and upon their hearing. Allah set a seal on their hearts and on their hearing, and over their vision is a veil. Allah did that. Hey, Phoenix. Allah set a seal on people's hearts and their hearing. I'm reading Surah Al-Baqarah. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Surah Al-Baqarah. And it says, Surah Al-Baqarah number 7 says, Allah has set a seal upon their hearts and upon their hearing, and over their vision is a veil. And for them is a great punishment. Hold on. Allah is the one that is setting a seal upon their hearts and upon their hearing and their vision. Allah is doing that. Allah kara. You make me laugh. Oh my goodness. It says, and for them is a great punishment. I'm telling you guys, with this religion, you cannot win. You cannot win. With this religion, you cannot win. The God of the religion has set a seal upon the hearts of people and upon their hearing and over their vision. He has put a veil. Right? And then for them is a great punishment. And of the people are some who say we believe in Allah and the last day, but they are not believers. The Quran is very strong on believing. The Quran is very strong on believing. The Quran is very strong on people believing. If you're not believing, that's it. You're doomed. You have to believe in everything Muhammad says. Everything. If you're not believing in what Muhammad said, you're fucked, basically. You are fucked. If you're not believing the things that were told to Muhammad, sorry. You have to believe everything. And Lionheart, the god of religion, is Satan. Which god and which Satan? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. The god of believe means you're not sure. Yes, you're right. believe means Iraq wants to lower the age of consent to 9 under Sharia. In this part of, the place I'm talking about, like in Nigeria, in Africa, they marry young girls in Islam. They marry young girls. In Nigeria, there was a. I'm sorry, I would speak a lot about Nigeria because I know about Islam in Nigeria. There was a politician some years ago. This politician went over to Egypt to go and get himself a child bride. Well, he was about to. Hey, Susan. Hey, Craig. Susan, how are you? Good to see you. This politician, he was about to go and get himself a child bride from Egypt. And people heard about it. And, it was a lot of people started, making all this fuss. How are you um one of our leaders? And look at you going to go and get yourself a child bride. The man said, yes, you're right. I'm about to go and get myself a child bride, he said. He said his religion allows him to marry that girl. His religion, Islam. People were like, oh, this. The man said, and it's in the news. If you go and check it out, just what's his name? Yerima. Senator Yerima. 1 second. Senator Yerima. He said, if you can find anywhere in the Quran that says he cannot marry his 13-year-old Egyptian bride, he said he will go ahead with the wedding. Yeah, he told everyone his religion, Islam. A lawmaker, this is a lawmaker in Nigeria. He said to the people, he said, if you can find anywhere in the Quran that says, I cannot marry this 13-year-old, we're talking a man in his 50s. A man in his 50s. Yes, 13. Yes, Ms. Masani. 13. He said, if you cannot find anything in the Quran that says I cannot marry my child bride, I will go ahead. And guys, what do you think? Do you think that they found anything in the Quran that says he cannot marry that girl? What do you think? Do you think that anybody was able to find anything in the Quran to challenge Senator Yerima? Anyone? Of course not. You're right. He went to Egypt, went and got his 13-year-old bride. Very beautiful girl. Very beautiful girl. I mean, in her own case, I don't know, it's bittersweet. He allowed her to go to school. He allowed her to go to school in this little girl's case. She went on to have babies. But yes, he went on and yeah, he had he went and married the girl. He married the girl. So some of these people here, did you guys hear about I was telling you about the 10-year-old. That's the news article right there. The 10-year-old, sorry, no, 13. Okay, at the time he was sentenced, he was 13. I don't know what age exactly the crime happened, whether he was 10, because the number 10 in this boy's case, it gets thrown around a lot. So I don't know, was he 10 years old when it happened? But do you know what this boy, this one, 10-year-old, do you know what he did? to make the Sharia courts in Nigeria sentence him to 10 years behind bars. Do you know what he did? He was playing with his friend and he said something about Muhammad. So something playful. I don't know. It didn't say what exactly he said. But whatever he said got the other child so disturbed. They went back and told their parents. And the parent reported it to the Sharia courts that this is what was said. That boy was arrested. He could not see his parents. 6 months. He was arrested. He was in there because of what he said about the prophet. He was sentenced to 10 years for blasphemy. Muslims, do you agree with this? The Sharia courts in Nigeria sentenced him to 10 years. Do you agree? Huh? I'm asking if there are any Muslims. How are we sentencing children to 10 years? So, but in this young boy's case, let's just say that some people were so disturbed by this sentencing. Not anyone in Africa, not anyone in, it was people outside that said, no, this is going against his human rights as a child. Some people, they said, look, we are prepared to serve his sentence for him. People came together. They said, we will serve his sentence. One said, I will do 1 year. I will do 2 years. I will do 3 years. The people were ready. They said, no, how can you be sentencing a child? There were people prepared to serve his sentence for him. Jewish leaders said this is barbaric. And so it got to, of course, the international community. And they decided, I don't know, between them, agreed with the Nigerian system. No, this is wrong. This is this. There was one country, till today, we don't know what country it is because it was done privately. When I say private, I mean that this young boy, they had to go into hiding. The country took him. They said they're going to take him in, him, his family, everyone, but they changed their names, changed their information, changed everything. Do you know why? Do you know why they had to change his identity? Him and his entire family. His community said, if you release that boy, if you release him to us, we will take the law into our own hands. We will unalive him for blaspheming our prophet. His own community, they said, if you release him to us, we will do it ourselves. So this young boy was not safe even in Nigeria. So this other country said, we're stepping in. We will, they said they're going to see to it that it was going to be scholarship all the way for him, his family, everyone. They came, took them So nobody knows where they are. Nobody knows what their names. They, what do you call that? Is it witness protection? Is that how is it witness protection? Yes. I am atheist also, yet I have a question. Come and ask your question. But I'm talking about Islam today, though. What is Islam? What are the benefits of Islam to any African or African, well, in Africa or to Africans? If you're an African, what benefit do you get from being a Muslim? How many times have you been to Mecca? Why do you go to Mecca? You go to Mecca, but the people from Mecca they don't come doing tourism in your own continent. So what's the benefit? Okay, hello.
Hello, ma'am. How are you? Can you hear me well?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. But I don't know if you read my comment, but I said I am atheist as well. But as an atheist to another atheist, I have a question for you just to expound upon your point and add to the
I'm
conversation.
not, I'm not the most clever atheist out there. Let me just tell you. Me,
I, under,
I just have the gap. That's all. I'm
I
not,
understand.
I'm not the most clever one.
Oh, I understand, man. You don't have to be the most clever atheist as well, but you can still give me your point of view. But
Okay.
whenever I have this conversation with other like black or African believers or whatnot, my question to you is, ma'am, like, why do believers of Christianity and Muslim, why do they feel so heavy that it started from Africa?
Um, for me,
Yeah, just you in your own opinion, ma'am. You're not right or wrong. I'm just asking you.
I know how they feel. I know, I hear that a lot. But for me, I think it is disrespectful to Africans to say that the religion started in Africa. I usually feel offended, very offended. I feel like it's a slap in the face when people say that this religion started, whatever religion started in Africa. The reason why is, have you read the books? Have you taken your time to go and look at the claims made by these god or gods or whatever? They're barbaric, they're evil. And why would any African why would anyone regard that as their God? Well, I feel like for the most part, right, Africans protect their own. I might be wrong. Some places, maybe not. This is not like an umbrella statement, but we protect. How then do we worship gods that are prepared to sacrifice their own children? So for me, I feel really offended when people say, "Oh, Jesus was black," or "It originated from Africa. They came to steal from the Africans, and it was originally African," and all this crap. Now, for the people that make this claim, I get this. I understand why they do it. They do it because that's the only way for them to feel like it is of benefit to them.
I
They
understand.
know. They know there are issues. They know. Anyone who is saying that, they know that, look, this is, but maybe if the way to justify this whole belief system is to say that it somehow started in Africa, right? So it's just for them to feel good about whatever belief that they have. This is what I think.
I understand. I understand. And I can also like agree and attest to that point to where it was like American religion is very, very different from other cultures' religion because like America is very young. It's the youngest. one of the youngest countries on the planet. So yeah, I agree and attest to that. But ma'am, another question, if you don't mind me asking. Well, two. All right, cool. But like I mentioned before, I am an atheist, but I like to ask other atheists this question. But first question, were you a believer at first?
Yeah,
Okay. And can you play devil's advocate for me too?
I can do.
Okay. So if you was a believer,
Mhm.
why is your God worthy of worship? If you can do that.
Okay, so okay, you want me to put the believer hat on, yeah?
You can, and yeah, yes, ma'am. You can put the believer
Yeah, yeah,
hat
yeah, yeah.
on, but then you can
I'm going to
also
try. I'm going
yeah,
to
you can
try.
try.
I'm going to try. Okay, so put my believer hat on. Okay, so ask the question again.
Why is your God worthy of worship? Your God.
I mean, have you read the book? Have you read God's word? He tells you that he is the be all and all. He is the I am that I am. He is everything. He created you. Have you gone outside? Look outside. Have you seen the trees? He created that. Have you seen the waters? Have you seen the seas? He created all of that. Any God that can create all of that is worthy of worship. He gave you breath. The breath, the air that you breathe is God. So you, every morning when you wake up, you should be thanking my God. Even animals, they worship God. How much more you? Animals wake up in the morning and they're singing praises to God. So you have to also be worshiping God. Look, the only thing he demands of you, he doesn't need anything. He doesn't need anything from you. He does not need you at all to be God. The only thing he asks is that you worship him. So that's why my God is deserving of worship. Does that help?
Yes, ma'am. And another question I would have to ask, if you don't mind me asking, is how can you distinguish your God from other gods, even though that your God is the youngest one and the most recent one? How can you distinguish that?
My God said so. He said he is God.
And how did your God say so? Did he come to you and say it, or was it just written down by infallible
It's in
men?
the book. It's in the book.
A book of claims?
Yes. Well, for you, you might consider it claims. For us, it's evidence. That's the evidence. It's in the book. The
Mm.
evidence is in the book.
And how do you know that those evidence in that book is facts and not just claims from barbaric men, simple-minded men from back in those times?
No. Right. This is where you have to have a belief. Do you know what belief is? Do you know what to have faith, belief? Do you know what that is? You have to have a belief. You have to have faith. With faith,
Hello?
you have to have faith, my guy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but yeah, I had got a phone call, but how can you distinguish that faith from reality? Because as far as I'm concerned, like faith, it does dull a certain part of the brain. I cannot say the word of the brain because it's too many syllables, but faith is delusion. Meaning by that is like we all know, like universally, 1 plus 1 equals what? It equals two. Yeah. And 1 plus 1
Are
equals
you
two,
are you
but
seriously an atheist? Because people are thinking that you may not be honest.
oh yes, ma'am. Yeah, I'm most definitely atheist. I grew up Mississippi. I grew up Baptist. But I've had this conversation multiple times, so I'm just
Okay.
having an Yeah, yeah, I'm just debating. And you sound just like how they respond, which is why I'm giving you my atheist response to these questions to a also atheist.
Phoenix, you think so? Well,
Mm.
you didn't have to do all this devil's advocate. I mean, all of this to get on the panel. It was just you come up, and we can
Oh
talk
no,
about
no, no,
this.
no, ma'am. I trust me, I am atheist. I
No,
really
no,
am.
I'm
Like
not.
it's just the discussion.
I'm not saying that you're not. I'm just saying, I'm usually open for conversation. Usually, I'm open to have conversations with anyone.
Okay, I understand.
So,
I
so
understand.
tell us why are you an atheist? How did you become an atheist?
That
Very,
is a beautiful
very, very brief.
that is a very beautiful question. Thank you, ma'am. But me personally, it was always there the disbelief, the not being convinced of a higher power or a deity has always been there. And then I want to say when I was 20 years old, I'm 26 right now, I just finally gave into it. The disbelief, like, hey, it's not real or it's not convincing per se.
Hmm. What? So the idea of God or the claims? What was it that wasn't convincing?
Literally all of it. It was like the claims of him, they never amounted to sufficient enough evidence. And then like the proof of him was just always not there, if that makes sense. And like the cause of and effects of like the religion, any religion of the claims of a God never stuck with me. So that's why I just gave into the position of it's not convincing, if that makes sense.
Are you so would you say you're agnostic?
I
Do
would
you,
say that. I'm
you
sorry,
take,
ma'am. Continue.
okay. Do you take the position that there may be a God out there, you're just not sure? Some people say they are agnostic atheists, right? It means that they're atheists, but you know, there might be
Yeah, I
something
get you.
they're not sure and everything. That's not something I call myself an agnostic atheist. I'm too
Yeah, I
strong.
understand.
I'm too strong of an atheist to be agnostic. I don't know. Agnostic is not me.
Right, ma'am. I
I'm
totally
not
understand.
agnostic. I'm a very strong atheist. I'm one of the strong ones. I tell you. I don't care. I don't care about God. I don't no, not for me. Not for me. All
See,
right.
I
So
understand.
come on and tell us, would you say you are agnostic or would you say you are where are you with your
Me personally,
Mhm.
ma'am, I say that I am atheist, but I can understand why you say and think that I am agnostic
No, no,
because
no.
I can
I didn't say you are agnostic. I'm
I
asking.
know I know I said I am atheist, but I can, also translate to agnostic people too, which are like I speak my atheism through a different tone, if that makes sense. No, ma'am, it doesn't make sense.
Um, sh- uh, sh- I don't know how to pronounce your name.
You could
Does
just say
that mean,
easy.
okay, easy. Does that mean you cuddle? Is it like cuddling or just, is it, I don't want to say patronizing, but what is it then? How can you relate to agnostics?
Oh, how can I relate? Because, like, well, I can just put that into a simple quote if you don't mind. If the God or deity is not, if the God or deity cannot be proven nor disproven, it does not relate to me. I don't care about it. That's what it is. If that makes any sense, if that answered your question, man.
Fro, are you clear? Because I don't.
Bear in mind,
Trying to think about it.
he's still young. He's still young, and he's still, processing these things. So I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, why would anyone? Why would anyone lie about being an atheist? If it's anything you don't want to be, is an atheist. You don't want to be an atheist. There are
Right,
places
right.
where you cannot be an atheist. So I don't know why anyone would claim to be something. Well, I mean, if you claim that you're a Christian and you're not, I mean, there could be benefits for you. right? Being a Christian, because you get to be in with the cool kids, them, right? So
No, like I trust me, I understand. Like I may have asked the wrong and or right questions to you, but trust me, I really am an atheist. It's just more of the fact that like I was playing like both sides just to see, because I've had other like discussions on panels with like believers and whatnot. And you are saying the same things that I would say, and I have rebuttals too, if that makes any type of sense, ma'am.
okay, all right.
Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it.
Listen, me, look, someone said maybe you wanted to just clip me saying anything. It doesn't matter for me because I'm too strong of an atheist. If you go play a clip of me saying this, I mean, what difference would that make? What difference would that make? It would not prove your God to be true. It would not prove your sky daddy to be real. So
Right.
anything that is clipped, it does not prove that your religion is true. So, I mean,
Right, I understand. And like to add to your point of what you're saying, ma'am, you have always been consistent. Like this is my first time for in a while just coming up on your panel, but you have always been consistent. But I was just coming up here just to, add on to the conversation for real for the believers in the panel, if that's fine.
yeah, that's fine. Absolutely. And today, I'm taking it, we're doing something different. Today is Islam. Adigun Olagunju says, like, seriously, the Islamic religion has no benefits in Africa, and that's the truth. So if you are a Muslim and you are African, why? Why are you a Muslim? Why are you, especially if you have been to Mecca? I mean, don't you see the bigger picture of going to Mecca? Don't you see the bigger picture? When you go to Mecca, you're taking the resources from your own country and going to give it to them over there. The God of the religion has never been proven to be true, not once. So if that God is fake, you're just helping to make their economy better. You're just a tourist in another person's country, and then when your tour is done, off you go. But they have told you that it is a religious symbol, a religious pillar, 5 pillars. But there is nothing. There really is nothing. If you cannot prove that God to be true, if you cannot prove Allah to be true, then somebody's taking you for a ride. Someone's taking you for a ride.
Right. And that kind of reverts back to my first question, like, regardless if it's the Christian God.
I want a Muslim.
Ma'am.
Wait, hold on. If you're a Muslim, come on. Let's talk. You were saying something?
Yeah.
Easy. Yeah, just hold on. Katunu. How do you pronounce your name?
Katununu.
Katunu. Can I just call you Kat?
Fantastic.
Kat. All right. Okay, finish what you were saying, Easy.
Yes, ma'am. That reverted back to my first question. The first question I asked was whether or not your God is the Christian God or a Muslim God. Why is your God worthy of worship? Why do you feel like your God is worthy of worship? And now that we're talking to the Islamic God, the Muslim God, to anybody, why do they feel as if that God is worthy of worship to all Black people, regardless if it started in your country or not? But why do you feel like it is the one God that is worthy of worship? That is the main question, man.
Why we even worship? Holy Dandruff, your name, Holy Dandruff. Holy Dandruff. Oof. Anyway, we've got Lilipod. Hey, Lilipod.
Hi, Afro. It's been a minute. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You look nice.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
Go out.
And it's Friday night. Hey, Friday night. Friday night.
I know.
Yes.
Maybe I should get ready to head out too.
No, tomorrow I'm going out, but not today.
Okay.
You just hello. So anyway, Lilipod, we're talking about Islam today, right? All these people here, all these people have been impacted by Islam.
I remember
One
a
way
few
or
faces.
another. You know some of these faces?
I know some of these faces, and it's a bit, not a bit, it's actually quite triggering for me because some of these were caught on video and posted, so it's bringing back all of that actually. But it's hard to see someone defend a belief system. So this is why anytime people say, "Oh, let people believe what they want to believe," no, not when it puts people at risk of losing their lives. It puts people at risk of losing their businesses, of their health deteriorating, or losing relationships with family because your religious leaders have deemed certain family members working with Satan or whoever. It's just it's a lot. That's why when believers come in the comments and say, "Oh, just allow everybody to believe what they want," yeah, okay, you can believe in unicorns, but the thing with organized religion is how it quickly becomes manipulative and fans extremism as well. Under the guise of fundamentalist beliefs. So yeah, I'm happy we're having a conversation about this. They come at you all the time and they say, "Why do you never talk about Islam?"
Yeah.
I hope
today we're talking about Islam. Those people who usually ask, they
won't be here. They won't see.
Nobody. They're not there. They're not at home today. Look at this girl here. Can you see this girl here?
Yeah.
This girl.
Yeah.
There's two of them. These two ladies, young, they were in their 20s. They were helping. They went to help in a community. They were like nurses to go and help this community. And they were unalived. They were unalived because they did not, they were not, the people didn't deem them to be Muslims. They went to this place to go and help, but when they saw them, they didn't look like what a Muslim woman should be. Two of them unalived. This lady. I'll get their names. I will get their names and I will get the full story of that. So some of these people are no longer with us. They're no longer with us.
Yeah, I recognize the other lady next to the one you pointed earlier.
Deborah.
Yes, I recognize that one. It was so sad.
Her killers are still walking free today.
Yep, absolutely.
She was killed in the name of Allah.
But blasphemers, but blasphemers are in prison, but her killers are walking free. But if you blaspheme, you are in prison.
The woman in the red.
Yes, Newman. Deborah, I think that's her name. Yeah.
The woman in the red. Yeah. So.
Mm-hmm.
She was 70 years old. She had a shop. She was a Christian. She had a shop where she would sell her goods. The one next to her, Muslim, would come and pray in front of her shop, bring their mat out. And she said, "Please, can you not pray in front of my shop? Can you take it over there?" Right? They got offended. They got offended. How dare you? And she's taken out, gone, because she said, please do not pray in front of my shop.
Just, yeah.
70 years old.
Again, so progressive Muslims want to distance themselves from actions like these, but whether you like it or not, it's a recurring event. You can't attribute the recurring event to, oh, it's outside of the book. It's definitely inspired by your book, by a religious text. These actions are encouraged, not inspired even, are encouraged by your book, your religious text. And this is what makes, exactly, Phoenix, this is what makes religion dangerous. This is why these spaces are important. For those that, maybe you're progressive with yours and you would never consider violence, that's good. That's fantastic for you. But the reason you're progressive is proximity to progressive cultures, societies. But there are so many people in these, in especially rural areas, that are practicing very conservative religions that go to the extreme over nothing, like having a dispute about prayer. That's very sad. That's very sad. She didn't steal from them. She didn't hurt somebody, and still it ended in the worst way possible on the basis of religion. Worst off is these types of people I've seen where certain people on social media will praise them for the action. To say, how dare, this would teach others, right?
Like a deterrent.
Yes, absolutely.
All the people that have had their lives taken or have been kidnapped or whatever, every last one of them, the people, the perpetrators, are walking free today. Someone asked a question in the chat: why does the Nigerian government allow this to happen? Well, Nigeria is a very religious country. The majority of people are religious. And the religions are divided into the two Abrahamic religions, Christianity and Islam. If you're not Christian, you're a Muslim in Nigeria. Now, the current president of Nigeria is Muslim. The last one was a Muslim, right? So when Deborah died, when Deborah was taken, when she was murdered, one politician was Atiku. Atiku immediately put out a tweet. He was, speaking against the people who did this to her. The Muslim community put pressure on that man to say, how dare you? And this was just before election time. People were starting to get their ballot papers. No, not ballot papers, their candidacy papers. And they said to Atiku, if you do not remove that tweet, watch and see whether we will vote you in or not, whether we will not back you, we will not support you, we will not. Oh, it was a big thing on Twitter, right? The Muslims on Twitter, they said, no. So there comes a point in this religion where you will have to choose where your priorities lie. And with Islam, unfortunately, if you're a Muslim, you are a slave of Allah. So I don't know when people say they are progressive, but when it comes to it, when it comes to making a decision, I don't know if you can be progressive. But we can get the gentleman. I think Kat is a Muslim. Maybe Kat can help us answer the question.
Thank you for allowing me on the platform. First of all, I saw the Afro-atheist. I think it's quite...
Sorry, Kat. 1 second. Can you confirm you're above 18?
Oh, do I sound a kid?
No. We just do this here. That's all.
Lovely. I'm above. I'm quite.
Okay,
quite,
that's
quite
fine.
above.
That's fine. Please
Thank
carry
you
on.
Appreciate. No, I said, first of all, I saw the Afro-atheist, yeah, and this is quite a mismatch. I'll say that.
What do you mean mismatch?
Yeah, it's quite a new phenomenon which has never existed in African society. We have always been spiritual. We have always been. We have always believed in deity, whatever form it may be.
Spiritual?
Yeah. From voodoo to worshiping of spirits to worshiping of a mountain. I'm from East Africa, and I'm quite familiar with many tribes which have, and very, very old tribes, from Maasai to Kikuyu to many African tribes which have deity named after. But the Bantu tribes, most of Bantu tribes are.
May I interject, please?
Yeah.
So, like, basically what you're saying, sir, I'm just going to translate for you if you don't mind.
I don't.
So
no problem.
Okay, thank you. And I appreciate your input. So basically what you're saying is like, when you mean by mismatch, is that it is 3 atheists on the panel versus one believer on the panel.
No, not that at all.
No. I understood exactly what you were saying.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
Easy. I get a lot of people, a lot of Africans will come and tell me that I cannot be an atheist. If you're an African, you cannot be an atheist. That for some people, they
100%.
They think that a belief in a God or higher power or a deity, something, it's inherent in the African, right? And so when an African atheist, they cannot comprehend.
Okay, so it kind of reverts back to my first question.
In fact, some of them are not very nice about it. They come, how dare you call yourself an atheist? Are you an African? Where did you come from? Did your people not have a belief? Why would you choose atheism? Why don't you go back to the way of your ancestors? And I ask them, please, what is the way of my ancestors? Go back to the belief of the people. Okay, what my own people, what were their beliefs? They can't tell me. They can't tell me my own people, where my dad was from. What did they believe? They don't know. Where my mom was from, what did they believe? We don't know. So what am I supposed to be going back to? So anyway, that's what he means by the mismatch.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm so for you not knowing, even in example, I'll give you. I always speak on what I know, and what I know is this. Example, a Kikuyu, which I'm quite familiar. A Kikuyu, they have altars which have been inherited generation after generation after generation till today. We at this specific place in Mount Kenya, where they do their sacrifices, they do their worshiping of the God of their ancestors in that place. So that is, if we find some Maasai as such, some of the nomads who are, and they have their own rituals and they have their own places which are still till today, Kilimanjaro. Till today, they do their worship. So my sister, I'm giving you my familiar environment. I'm giving you from my perspective. Yeah, I don't, and I know Nigeria is much more entrenched in culture than any other part, which goes highly recorded history of any other. The kingdoms, the families, the royalties are much more recorded than any other part of Africa. That's one point.
Okay, now you're a Muslim, right? Kat, you're a Muslim.
Yes, I am, ma'am.
What are the benefits of you being African and a Muslim?
First of all, before it is a faith which I've chosen, and I found first of all, I was born as a Muslim. I was born as a Muslim.
Oh, you were born as a Muslim?
Yeah, I was born a Muslim.
You couldn't have been born a Muslim. You were born to people who were Muslims.
Yes, that's what I want to say.
When we are born, we are not born as anything. We are born.
I was asked my perspective.
Very clean, blank.
I'm going to narrate my.
I get it. No, what I'm saying, I want to know from you, being a Muslim, how does that benefit you?
It's a moral guidance for me. It is a moral compass for my day-to-day dealings and how I deal. It's about it. Example, you are an atheist. To you, moral things doesn't totally exist. You don't have any type of moral.
Please, one
I
second.
beg your pardon.
Can you tell us what morals? What morals?
You have to have a standard. My standard is God, and my standard is Quran.
What morals?
Afro, did you know you don't have morals?
Wait, he has morals.
I meant
No, but he just told you you don't have morals
I
because
meant
you are
no
atheist.
disrespect. I meant no disrespect.
So,
And another thing, funny is this, yeah? Funny is this.
We will get to that. I want to know what morals Islam gives him.
It gives me, yeah? Islam, let me recognize that there's only one creator who is the standard in anything I do.
That's not a moral.
Can I speak? My source of moral is my religion.
Yeah, what morals? What morals does Islam?
It teaches me to honor life, because you were speaking about those incident behind you. Yes.
It teaches you to do what? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
To preserve life.
Where? Can you give me the surah where it says this?
Did you say
Let me
unalive?
say the surah says like this.
To preserve
Let me
life.
one second.
Hold on.
We heard honor life
honor
first.
life.
Just one second.
Can you guys not
One second,
pack?
please, one
You
second.
seem like a
Amazing,
pack
Bella.
on me.
Hello. No, hold on. Okay, guys, let me have the conversation with him. So, thank you. And no, thank you. So, Islam tells you to honor life, right? So, can you tell us, because you say this is from God, right? Can you tell us where you get that in the Quran? I've got the Quran there. I want to read it as well.
Okay. The verses I'll have to bring it up for you if you don't mind. But I'll tell you in the context what it says. I think you may be familiar with it. Or if you want me to check it, give you the reference, I'll do that then.
Hello.
Okay. He said, I will recite it even in my language.
Kat, listen. Kat, you must understand that here, we don't take people's word for it. We don't say because Kat is speaking, therefore, no. We want source. Show us like this. Show us. You guys, he just made the claim that Islam gives him morals. We don't, because we don't believe so, we don't get the same, we don't get the morals. So if Islam gives you, we're still at number one point. Number 1 point. Islam teaches him to honor life. Okay. It should be fairly easy. That should be one of the first things you should find in the Quran. Here is where the Quran says honor life. Should be very easy. So let's wait. Let's see if we can get us the hey girl walk. Hey Neddy. Neddy Rodent. Girl walk. Guys, please make sure you're tapping on your screens. Make sure if you're watching on YouTube, a thumbs up would be fantastic. Fantastic.
Surah Ma'idah.
We're talking something different. We're talking Islam today. So we're doing a different subject today. We want to know what are the benefits
Yeah,
of
sister. 532 Surah Al-Ma'idah. 532.
Surah, what number?
532.
532. Okay.
5 verse 32, I think.
Okay, so tell us, what does it say? What does 532 say? I'm going to read it myself, but So it's 5:30.
Yeah. I'll read it. I hope I can go into the word.
No, we can't hear you if you're speaking.
If I go to the platform to my notes, I will not. You cannot hear me. Yeah.
I can read it to you actually. Let me read it. So guys, do me a favor also and share. We only have 5 shares. Come on, people. Share to people on the platform. If you're watching on YouTube, share as well. Hey James, good to see you. James Apperson, good to see you. Right. So it says, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the verse before and the verse after. It says, then Allah sent a crow searching in the ground to show him how to hide the disgrace of his brother. He said, oh, woe to me. Have I failed to be like this crow, and hide the disgrace of my brother? And he became of the regretful. Because of that, we decreed upon the children of Israel that whoever unalives a soul, unless for a soul or for corruption done in the land, it is as if he has slain mankind entirely. And whoever saves one, it is as if he has saved mankind entirely. And our messengers have certainly come to them with clear proofs. Then indeed, many of them, even after that, throughout the land were transgressors. So what does that mean?
Now, the verse is talking about the 2 sons of Adam, Habil and Nabil. One of them kills Cain and Abel, as known by the Christians. One of them killed his brother, and then he, after killing his brother out of jealousy, he was looking for where he can
hide his brother's body.
Yes.
Okay.
So what happened is God sent the crow, and the crow showed him how to bury. He saw how crow does it. The crow
So
just
Allah sent a crow.
Yes.
The bird. The crow.
Yeah. To show him how.
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. So it says, then Allah sent a crow searching in the ground to show him how to hide the disgrace. This person has unalived his brother. He's looking for a place to hide his brother's body. Guess what Allah does? Allah
expects you to go to the context. It is my page. I'm the one who brought it up. You can't. Let me finish, and then I finish. You can tag whatever you want. You can spin on it, whatever, spin it the way you want it to spin it.
I'm not
Someone
spinning.
else's life
I'm and Allah sent the crow.
Please don't mute.
How to hide the body of his.
You mute me, I'll go down. I can't stand it. I came with the respect. Yeah, with the respect.
Go on. Let's hear you. Go on.
Why is he still muting me? Please don't.
Please don't. Let him tell us. Go on.
The disgrace was that he murdered his own brother. That's
Yes.
the disgrace.
Mhm.
And then after that, Allah to show him that this continue. We believe in predestiny of human, that there will be human beings are going to kill each other, and it's going to happen and continuously. And that's tradition which has been carried off since then. Humanity has been killing each other. It is not a brand which Islam set or anybody else. It is a part of human nature to kill each other. We totally know that. So what happened is he buried his brother, and from that incident, God says, and then that's when we decree to the children of Israel that whoever kills an individual as if he has killed the whole of humanity, and whoever preserve a soul as if he has preserved the whole of humanity. So this is what it is, and Islam has carried, as we know in our tradition and belief, our tradition runs from Adam to Moses to till it reached Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
So
This is what we hold
Afro, I
tight.
want to ask him a question.
No,
Please.
please, just one second. Just one second. You heard me read the text, and you're going to make that sort of claim. Let me read it again. Guys, I want you to listen. Listen to this. It says, then Allah sent a crow searching in the ground to show him how to hide the disgrace of his brother. He said, oh, woe to me. Have I failed to be like this crow and hide the disgrace, which is the body of my brother? And he became of the regretful, right? So Allah sends the bird to come and show this person who is a murderer how to hide the disgrace, how to hide the body of his own brother. Allah does that. Now, the very next verse, let me read it. It says, because of this disgrace, we decreed upon the children of Israel that whoever unalives a soul, unless for a soul or for corruption done in the land, it is as if he has slain mankind entirely. And whoever saves one, it is as if he has saved mankind entirely. Kat, that verse is talking to the people of Israel. It's not talking to everyone.
I gave you my narrative, Islamic narrative. It's not for you to spin the way you want it. That's what we carry. Can I continue?
Let me read it again. Please let me read it again. I am not spinning any narrative. I can read and I understand. Please, everyone, please listen. It says, because of that, because of the disgrace, right? Because of the disgrace of that person unaliving his brother, we decreed upon the children of Israel that whoever unalives a soul, unless for a soul, which means Allah is giving you the room to unalive a soul. If someone unalives a soul, you can unalive a soul for a soul. Allah says you cannot take a soul unless it is for a soul, right? Allah is not saying you can't take a soul. He's saying if you're doing it in exchange for another soul, that's allowed. Yes, I hope you understand that. It says, it says, because of that, we decreed upon the children of Israel that whoever unalives a soul, unless for a soul or for corruption in the land. So in this verse, there are two criteria that you can unalive somebody and Allah is okay with it. Number one, if you're doing it in exchange for a soul, or number two, if it is for corruption in the land. This verse does not say, Allah says you must not take a life or take a soul.
I totally agree with you.
And it is specific. It is
agree with you.
To the children of Israel.
I agree with you 100%.
So how we got here? You said that Allah, your religion teaches you to wait. You said your religion teaches you to honor life.
100%.
This one says life
100%.
for a life.
Yes, 100%.
Life for a life.
We have a judiciary system. Do you understand me? Yeah. Can I?
100.
I'm speaking
means what you
with the
think it
host.
means.
Let me finish with the host.
Yeah, it's because you keep saying 100%. I'm just helping you out. 100% is incorrect in this case. You can't say it teaches you to honor life, and then in the same book it advocates, it's okay if you're doing life for life. It's not 100%. Then maybe come down a bit. Say 43%.
Yeah. Can I say? It's more progressive than you think. Let me bring it. It sets a standard. Whoever unalive anyone shall surely face the same consequences of what he has done. I'm not creaming anything.
The children of Israel, not you, Pat.
No.
The children of Israel.
What did I say? What did I say? We carry on our narrative. What is our narrative? Can you repeat, my sister, Afro atheist? Can you repeat for me?
Are you an Israelite?
Can you repeat my narrative?
You're trying to say that anyone who takes a life.
No. I said my narrative is this.
Your narrative.
My Muslim narrative is this.
Your Muslim
unapologetic. Can I finish? Unapologetic narrative is this. We have traditional which carries from Adam to Moses to Abraham from Abraham to Moses, to Jesus, to Muhammad, may peace be upon all of them. This is our narrative. We claim that an adulterer, according to the penal code, which is set by the Muslim leadership, that whoever do an adulterer shall face certain consequences. Somebody who steals, and it's the same tradition, fortunately, which is still found in Torah.
Hold on.
Let me
Excuse me. Wait. Muhammad
land.
is an adulterer. He slept with a slave.
Going to be
okay. Muhammad is an adulterer.
No, I'm not
so
speaking.
know what you're saying.
No, I know.
Don't give us false claims here. Okay.
I know.
Muhammad
what
is an adulterer.
You try to gaslight me, and I'm not going there. I'm not going there.
I'm not gaslighting you, bro. I'm telling you the truth.
I'm not listening to you.
Excuse me. I can give you the surah.
Listen to me.
With a slave, and it was caught by Aisha and another wife.
As an atheist, you first.
No, you can listen. Don't give false information here.
Somebody here, please, Kat. Not everyone here is an atheist. Okay, if they have not told you they're an atheist, please do not assume that they.
Assume until he say I'm not.
No,
I'll assume it until he says is not. Is he a Christian?
Don't.
Is he a Christian?
I don't know.
And then
why don't you ask him?
That's what I was going
Are you a
to
Christian?
ask.
See,
are you a Christian?
The thing is,
Are you a Christian, first of all? Answer me. Are you a Christian?
Pat, take a breath.
Yeah,
you seem
relax.
very defensive right now.
No,
Just
don't
relax,
say defensive.
yeah?
No, don't say defensive. He's very passionate.
Yeah, I see how you can be. Okay, Kat, first of all, can I ask you, where are you from?
Are you a Christian?
Wait, where are you from?
Are you a Christian?
Okay, I am not a Christian.
What are you?
Answer the question.
Okay, I am an ex-Christian Muslim. How about that?
No, you have to give your standard. Are you a Christian? Are you atheist? Are you
What's that got to do with the conversation? Just answer
it
your
has
question.
everything to do with the
So he
conversation.
can belittle whatever opinion
I
you
can
have.
be whoever.
That's why.
Come on. Just answer my questions.
It has everything to do with the conversation.
Listen.
It has everything to do with the conversation.
Listen, man. I am telling you the truth about your book because I have read your book. Do you understand me? Your book is accessible. Do you understand me?
No,
listen to me. Listen, you've had your time. So listen, I have read the whole Bible. I have read Quran to a great extent. Do you understand me? So I read the part where Muhammad, the best man in your book, he slept with a slave. And Aisha and the other wife, they caught him. So after they caught him, Muhammad said, please do not expose me. Are you guys listening? Then after Muhammad left, he now went and said, oh, God spoke to him. And God said what he had done, that he was even ashamed of, is permissible. Can you imagine? Muhammad is Allah. Allah is Muhammad. Can you see how the story is? Muhammad is like me doing something that I know, oh my God, this is so bad. And I'm so ashamed of it. I've told my wives not to tell anybody because, being adultery is like, it's never good. Do you understand? Like you have to marry someone like legally or, the right way. Go and, do the right thing. Do you get? So he knew he did something wrong. He was ashamed of himself. So he was like, oh, what can I do? Then he came back to tell them that God has said that is permissible. Can you listen to yourself? So your so-called prophet, yeah, there are some permissible things that are just for him because you know he's a special human being. All the bad behaviors are permissible for him, and that is who you believe in. Look at the way you're speaking. You're so intellectual, like you sound brilliant, but religion has kind of like it has cloned you, because that is what religion will do. It will clone you. You can't think critically again, but you can read and understand. But when you see the truth, you feel like, oh no, it's Muhammad. Come on, man, wake up. You're an African. Do you get me? Even if you have to believe in anything, yeah, even if you feel like,
You're right,
you need a belief system, yeah,
You're right,
you can go back to your ancestors. Okay, so because you're a black person, go and look for your ancestors. Go out, see, trust me, religion was beaten into Africans. They beat it into us. You can't force salvation on someone. Come on, man, wake up. They forced it on us.
Definitely.
You can't tell me,
You're right.
you want to bring me salvation and you have to kill all the men. You have to like, come on, man, look at Egypt. Do you not read history? Live Quran for a while and read history about the life that you're living in. You're
Don't let him get away from the adultery bit. He needs to address the adultery.
I'm
first
just
of
gonna
all,
stop there.
twice,
I don't want to talk too much.
Can I speak fast? Your
Oh no! Please let him speak. Yeah, let him speak. Please.
No, I let him speak. He was speaking.
Yeah, can I? No,
No.
I can.
No, but I'm saying to let you speak. You.
Okay. All right.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you, sis. I'm saying stop waffling. Yeah, you take it personally. First of all, you can be insultive as much as you want about a prophet of certain religion. That's fine because you don't believe in it. That's okay. You can spin it the way you want it. First of all, you've already accused, and I've understood where you're coming from. You're an atheist. Yeah, you have no whatsoever legs to stand on.
He didn't say he's an atheist.
What did he say? He said, "Go."
He's an ex-Christian, ex-Muslim.
So what is his standard? I ask him, what is his standard? He couldn't answer.
He doesn't have to have a standard to have
He
this
has to.
conversation.
No, he has to. He has to. He has to.
Listen, man.
No, he has to. Why does he
I can
scared
give
of
you-
saying I'm a Christian?
Excuse me,
Yo,
please.
listen,
Excuse
man.
me.
I can
I'm
give you a
not-
little
I'm not-
bit of history.
Just leave me. It's okay. Listen. On this platform, nobody has to have a standard for anything. You don't need a standard to have conversation on my platform. So, Kat, you are not going to insist that he has a standard.
You know, can I say that? I'm gonna take it a notch lower. You know why I asked that? Do you understand why I asked the reason?
I don't know. Why are you asking?
First of all, if he's a Christian, we understand the moral of who Christians are. And we can tap into the Bible and bring certain verses. He knows when I came, I declare my faith, I declare who I am, and people know where I'm standing. When I come as an atheist, I have my standard. You know what my standards are. You know what my inclinations are. You don't come here and try to play games.
No, he's not saying that.
You can say I'm a spiritual.
It is 1 second.
Some people may not necessarily know whether they're leaning towards being an atheist. Some people might just be questioning. Some people might be deconstructing. Some people might still be on the journey. So no, Kat, please do not do that.
So atheist, please let me clear him so he can understand. Kat, I am here not because of a standard. I am here to liberate your mind. I am here to make you think critically. Because religion would not let you, because religion has told you to just follow one way. Because I have read it, I have been into it, I have been in and out of it. So you can be yapping and yapping. I know it could be emotional. All these things I know. It's very hard. I know, because you were born into it. There's nothing you could do. They were praying it into you. Like there was just nothing you could do.
It is personal. This guy is going for me personally.
One thing I don't want.
Challenge my ideas.
I don't want
Challenge my ideas.
I don't want us preaching at each other.
He's the one who's speaking.
Challenge my idea.
Let's not preach at each other. Right? Please, let's not preach to each other. Let's not tell each other what we should. Let's address the points.
let's address the point at this.
At rest.
You were
Challenge
saying
me on Mama ideas.
Kat, you were saying that the question is, what are the benefits of being a Muslim? So far, so good. You have brought up the verse that talks about life, but that verse was not talking to any of us here. It was talking to the Israelites. And Allah gives 2 grounds with which you can take a life. Do you agree with those grounds, Kat?
Told you, 100%.
So Allah says you can take a life for a life and for corruption in the land. What kind of corruption?
Corruption is if you murder another, if you unalive another person, then you by the authority, you deserve the same treatment. You understand me? It's an orderly fashion, which today the Western society prescribed to. Either you are anywhere in even some of the most progressive countries are like the liberty of America, where they have liberty and everything. They prescribe on that issue. When you take a life, you have. If you take a freedom of another person, you don't deserve to have another freedom. You yourself you don't have the privilege of having freedom.
I get that.
The authority,
what
we have.
About corruption?
Yes.
Corruption. What does Allah mean when He says corruption in the land? What does Allah mean? Not life for life. We've done that. But
corruption is there's another verse.
Hold on, please. That verse is talking to the Israelites. What does Allah mean when Allah says to the Israelites, they can take, the life can be taken for corruption in the land? What did Allah mean when He said that to the Muslims, to the Israelites? When Allah decreed it to the Israelites, what was He saying to them?
Sister, I'm getting my phone call from my daughter. A second, if I can receive it, and I'll get back to you.
Go on and receive your call. It's okay. It's okay. Go and receive your call. It's more important.
Afro, I can't believe you haven't addressed. Okay, I think you were getting there. You were getting there with him, identifying his morals, because he plainly said, if you don't have his belief, you don't have morals. But now identify the morals, and he's yapping and flailing all over the place.
And Gerwok, thank you for the links. I see you putting some links.
I want to contribute to that. There's a question he asked saying that, it was asking Mr. Shah if he's a Christian or what's his religion. What I believe in this is that an atheist is not a religious person, but Christian and a Muslim, they are religious and they are followers. An atheist is not a follower. Atheists deal with reality. That's what I believe. They deal with the reality. Karma is karma. Do good and good comes for you. That's what I believe.
As an atheist, this atheist does not believe in karma.
Yeah, Emmanuel, you made some good points. However, I think a little submission from me would be atheism is the lack of belief, right? So the fundamental thing there is the lack of belief. We do not believe in any deities, any supernaturals, any spiritual beings. We do not believe. So it's the lack of belief. That's the fundamental.
That's what I was talking about. We don't believe. We don't believe. I was born a Christian, but when I grew up to an age, I noticed that all this shit that they are talking about, we are only followers. We only act on what we are told. But when we got to know the reality, we had to follow the reality. That's me. So if someone is talking about I'm a Muslim, I'm a Christian, I'm a Judaist or Judaist or whatsoever they call them, it's their own business. It's their own business. I believe what I believe.
I have a question for you.
And I act on my own personal interest.
Okay. All right. You said you've got a question for him.
No, for Afro, exactly. So
All right.
Afro, so this is how I say it. Yeah. You know, we were all born from somewhere, right? Like everyone in life, we have an origin,
Okay.
like probably like an ancestral. I mean, I don't know how to go about this. Like our lineage, yeah. So realistically, do you not think? What do you think of the idea of paying homage? Like paying homage, you know, that's necessarily not a religion. That's necessarily not by force. Like uh, nobody has to like mandate you to do anything. It's a voluntary thing. Do you get me? Is it? Do you? That's even necessarily not a belief system to me. I feel like that is where we are all from.
Okay. Let me answer that question. And please be
Yeah.
careful, mindful of your words. You must
Yeah.
obviously not
Yeah.
but
I don't know. I'm so sorry.
I don't know why you're getting
Yeah.
that. But
What's your take
paying
on that?
homage. Paying homage to my ancestors.
Yes.
What does that include? How do you pay homage to your ancestors?
Oh well, I'm not into that literally, but
Oh,
it's
you're
just
not.
something that
I'm just
like,
you're asking
probably
me.
could be. Probably could be. It depends on
One
where
second.
everybody.
One second.
Okay.
1 second. So
Right.
here we are. We're having a conversation, right? And I don't. So you want to know? Okay, if we have, of course, we have, our origin.
Yeah.
As part of that, we've got, the people that came before us.
Yes.
So you want to know about paying homage to those people who came before us,
Yeah.
right?
Like, is it ideal as an African?
My position on
Sorry.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, there's no rule that says you must pay homage to anyone or anything. There's no such rule.
Mm-hmm. It's voluntary.
The fact that your ancestors they came, they were here. You are the product of your ancestors. You, right? You are the product that your ancestors won. They won at life, right? Hence why you are here. Now, when your ancestors were living this life, who did they pay homage to? Who did those pay homage to? And why do I need to pay homage to my ancestors? I mean, I recognize these ancestors and I appreciate them, but is there like some special thing I need to go and do just to pay homage to them? By my actions, by me living my life, I am paying homage to them. Me just existing and being myself, my authentic self. This is my way of paying homage to my ancestors. In fact, I want to believe that my own ancestors will be rooting for me, will be saying, look, go on with your life. You never mind us. We've done our bit, right? We've done our thing. Right? You go on. You go do your thing. Right? You're in this generation. You're here now. You do your thing. Right? So that's my way of paying homage to.
Yeah, I mean that's beautiful. Like, yeah, that's beautiful. I mean, as long as we're not promoting this, I mean, Abrahamic thingy, it's not because it has never worked for us, and it has just been putting people in kind of, delusional states. So, I mean, I'm just saying, even if I have to think of anything, I would think of the fact that I'm Yoruba first, Jiga, before any other thing.
So you're Yoruba first. Do you pay any homage at all?
I really don't, but it's just that, like, I remember some time ago that I've traveled like down home and just see those old women and just probably just give them money. I'm just like a cool person, I give herms, I saw kids and all of that.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Ade, I mistakenly sent you an invite, Ade. Sorry about that, Ade. I apologize. You have seen an invite. I didn't mean to send that.
Can I quickly?
Let's
Can I
start. I
quickly
think Pat
suggest?
is back. Okay. Right. Go on.
I had to
Can I quickly
unwrangle
suggest,
between my.
Pat, just hold on. Pat, just hold on. Just hold on. Someone was talking. Just hold on. Just hold on. We'll get back to you.
Okay. So can I quickly add and contribute to what Afro 80s said in terms of paying homage? Because I tried to analyze and understand what Shah was trying to emphasize. So now he had to boil down to the Yoruba being their spirituality aspect of it. So in this aspect, what I know and what I've studied myself, I noticed that what you believe and practice in terms of spirituality works for you. That is your person. I'm
No.
talking about my own opinion. I'm talking about my
Okay.
own opinion.
Your
My own
opinion. No.
Yeah. So if you don't believe in that aspect of the homage, that homage that he said he had to use a word to sugarcoat it for you understand what I mean, Afro 80s. So he had to
Bro, I don't really
already-
believe in anything. It's not about belief.
Emmanuel, I'm already disagreeing with you. When you said
Because I don't believe.
whatever spirituality you believe in, whatever you choose,
I don't believe.
works-
I don't
wait,
believe.
hold on. No,
believe.
not you. It was the statement you made that whatever you believe works for you. That is not true.
I
That
said
is
what you believe and practice. I used
yes,
two
what
words.
you believe and
What you
practice
believe and
works for
practice.
you. That's what you said. You
What-
said it works for you.
Yeah, works for the person
that's-
whatsoever, not me.
That's not true. That is not true. People want to believe that it is working for them. It is not working for them. What you believe
Okay.
and what you practice. What does that mean that it works for you? Let's unpack that. People, what you practice and what you believe works for you. Then that means Islam should work for Muslims. Christianity should work for Christians. Buddhism should work for whoever. But what does it mean for what you practice and what you believe? What does it mean to
I'm
work
talking about-
for you?
I'm-
What does
I'm
that
talking
mean?
about-
What do you mean when you say it works for you? Tell us. What do you mean?
I'm talking about the spirituality aspect of it in terms of deity. In terms of deity,
How does
I'm not
it-
talking
how
about
does it
nothing.
work? How does it work for you? So
For
if you
people-
choose a deity, how does the deity?
No, that's not belief. That's just respecting. That's not belief.
No, now please hold on. I want him to explain. How does that deity work for you?
It doesn't. I'm not talking about working for me. It doesn't
Not
work. I
you.
don't believe in
Not
it.
you.
I don't believe
What
in
do
it.
you-
I'm
what
talking
do
about
you
people.
mean? Listen, you made a statement. You said
Yeah.
your belief and what you practice works for you. How does that happen?
Okay. I think let me analyze it well. For people who believe in deity and practice deity, it works for them, according to them. According to them.
How?
I'm saying according to them because I don't believe in that. I don't believe in deity. I don't practice deity.
I
So-
understand. Okay, you know what? I think you're that's not the right word to say then. If it is
What
according
is
to
it?
them,
Okay.
I think what you should say is that is their belief, but that it works
That's-
for them.
It works
I
for
disagree.
them.
What do you mean works for them? What does that mean?
Okay,
How
what
does
I
it
mean-
work for them?
What I mean is that there are people because Mr. Shah said something about though he didn't want to use the word traditionally, so he used what paying homage. So I had to understand it my own way. Mr. Shah, am I right? If
I think
understand?
maybe you just misunderstood me, Afro.
Oh,
I
okay.
think, yeah. Literally, me, I was just talking about respecting those who came before us, like paying homage. And paying homage is like, literally still traditional. I mean, showing up for who we really are. Do you get me? Like, and Afro said it that, she's doing it in her own way. So it's not necessarily you having to go home to do anything. It could be in your
Okay,
own way. Do you
definitely.
understand? But it's being proud of
Exactly.
who you are and where you're from. Do you get me? Those are the
Exactly.
things our ancestors will be proud of anywhere they are.
I
Do you
got
get
you.
me what I'm saying?
I got you.
So that's what I was talking
That's-
about.
I
Yeah,
understand
but I'm
right
not
now.
talking
When
about
me- when me I
attaching my
become-
belief system, or I'm
when
not
me I
into
become
that
an
belief system.
ancestor, when I become an ancestor, I would like to be left alone. Right? I would like for nobody to come and bother me when I become an ancestor. Right? Because I hear people talking about, they go and consult their ancestors. Oh, the ancestors are guiding me. Oh, the ancestors are trying to tell me something. So people even go and consult people to go and look for their dead ancestors to come and tell them things and things and to
Of
listen.
course.
When
Of
I
course.
become an ancestor, you leave me the fuck alone. I've lived my life, right? Allow me to rest. Ejo, please. Right? I don't know why people go looking for your
Wait.
dead relatives.
But what you don't know, Afro, what
Why
you don't know,
want to go and look for your dead
Afro,
relatives? Leave
Afro,
them there, I beg. Let
Afro,
them rest.
listen.
Let them enjoy
Afro,
the place
I disagree with you. Afro, the spirit of your ancestors took you out of Christianity, but you don't know. They took you out of Christianity.
No.
Maybe you would have still been.
Uncle Sha, you just made a claim. You just said.
No, I'm just kidding though.
You said the spirit of my
I
ancestors.
said maybe.
Christianity? No, did you just say the spirit of my ancestors took me away from Christianity?
Yeah, maybe.
Which spirit?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying.
No, hold on. Okay, that is of my ancestors. Wait, so dead ancestors.
Maybe they inspired you.
Now
You
wait,
get me,
I'm
like-
trying to understand. Dead ancestors, they're dead. These people are dead. But somehow their spirit comes along.
Oh my
And
God.
their spirit is
Yeah,
trying
maybe
to
their energy, you
But
know,
amazing
from
thing, you
anywhere.
Christianity.
They
I
came
shouldn't
through the
bother you
head.
guys.
It's very possible.
It makes
You know,
We need to believe that
they could have come through the hair.
we need to believe that there are familiar spirits roaming all
Sorry.
over the earth. We
Sorry,
need to
say that
believe
again.
that there are familiar spirits roaming all over the earth.
What is that?
We need to believe
What's a familiar spirit?
familiar spirit. According to the English I come across, familiar
Sorry.
spirit.
Emmanuel, are you religious?
Not just talking about familiar spirits. According to English.
What
English
type
is
of
not my
spirit are you
language.
talking about? The drinking spirit or?
I think Emmanuel is
Huh?
two factor. He's in the middle.
Yeah, Emmanuel, for somebody that's not religious, right? You still have
English.
religious foundations in your speech. No, it's not just the English. You still have some. So, the conversations you've been having now with Sha and with Afro, you there's a deep religious undertone.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
not religious.
I got that. I
do
can
come from
hear
a
from
religious
you.
background, but I'm not religious anymore.
You
I'm not
are.
religious.
You are.
So what
No,
is the
definitely
familiar
I'm not.
spirit? I want to know.
Definitely I'm not.
Because, listen,
But I know that there are
wait,
still
hold
a
on,
lot
hold
of
on. If it's a
there are
familiar
things
spirit, how
going
come I
on.
don't know them? How come they're not familiar to me? If
Oh,
they're familiar
definitely.
spirit, how come they're not
Definitely. I grew
familiar
up.
to me?
I need to tell you. Okay, can I share a short story?
All right,
Can
go
I
on.
share a
Because I need
short
to understand
story
what a
with you?
familiar spirit is.
Okay, I can share a short story with you. When I was growing up, at least I've met some. How would I call it? Like, seen some what they call ghosts. I've seen them several times while I was growing up. Yeah, I've seen them, and I have this tension that whenever I see them pass me by, maybe probably early in the morning. Those days when we always go to this early church morning because I grew up.
Are you
from
sure you
apostolic.
didn't have anything before you went to the church?
How old were you when this was
I
happening?
was like this happened 90. I was like 7 years then.
Of course you were a child when you were seeing.
Did you watch movies? Do you watch movies before going to bed?
Oh, no, hold
No,
on.
it's not. I was
Go
going
on
to
and
church.
tell us about the ghosts that your 7-year-old self was busy seeing.
Yeah, not just 7 years. Up till I saw it up till 10, 14, 15 years.
You're still a
Up to the
child.
extent, up to the extent that my mom, being a religious woman, kept on praying, oh, you should not be saying all this rubbish again. You are saying too much. You know, I saw a lot of, I saw someone drove past me with a bicycle, and I greeted the man. Before I turned back, I couldn't see the man again in Calabar in Nigeria, across River State. Calabar. So
Hold on. Wait,
the man drove past
yes,
me.
ride bicycle.
Afro,
Yeah,
I have a small
he
question.
rode-
Emmanuel,
he
are
rode
these
bicycle.
auditory as well? Do you hear them? Do they speak to you sometimes?
They ride
No,
bicycle.
you don't speak to me. I spoke, I greeted
They
the
don't
man,
speak?
and he rode past me.
Yeah, I'm not.
And before I
Okay,
turned
so
back,
that's that
I
one
didn't see him
guy.
again.
How about the others? Have you heard their voices before?
No, the other person in the same Calabar, my dog was barking. That was like this thing happened in 1997. My dog was barking, and I went outside, and the dog was not barking like it was just how do they call it?
Gentle
Howling?
bark.
Not barking, how like a wolf. Whoa, 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 just that
Okay.
sound. You know, I went outside. I saw someone dressed on whites.
Usually
When I
white. Yeah.
saw
Usually these
No
ghosts
white.
always wear white.
always wearing white. I'm
White.
telling you,
White.
it's what I
Ghosts
saw
white.
in a dark, like a shadow. I saw the person because that's what I believed. I believed that it was a ghost then. So I saw that person on whites, putting on whites, and just standing close to the fence. Immediately, I couldn't do anything. I was tensed. There is this tension that you will just be there doing nothing. Everything, you will be sweating. That's what I always experience.
Okay.
I'll always be sweating, standing still until that image is off my face. It was
Now-
not a matter of letting oral
did you,
movies or movies.
When you saw that image wearing the white, right?
Yeah.
Did you ask yourself, could there be an explanation to that person? A very simple explanation.
I only asked.
For example.
I asked my grandfather then, and I fell sick immediately. I fell sick. What the man did was to give me a cup of water, bread. Then, because he was a pastor in Apostolic Church, he prayed in a cup of water, gave it to me, and immediately few hours later, I slept off and woke up being okay. But I was totally feverish when I saw that.
Yes, because you were frightened. Emmanuel,
Yeah, I was
what
frightened.
I'm trying to say, there is something called Occam's razor. Do you know about Occam's razor? 1 second, let us see.
I've not heard of that before.
Occam's razor. So Occam's razor is a principle of logic and science that suggests that the simplest explanation is usually the best. The simplest explanation is usually the best. So when we're trying to make sense of phenomena and things that happen around us, usually the simplest answer, the simplest explanation, right? Now, people have been known to prank people. People have been known to prank. They know that children are, the children come out, they see someone dressed in white, and they know that they will terrify people, right? Now, the simplest explanation is that somebody was dressed in white that time of the day, and they were just pranking.
I think that year I never knew about pranking because I heard stories about. It was that same avenue I saw the man with the bicycle, which I felt sick, and after some months I still saw that stuff at the gate, and immediately the image disappeared.
You didn't answer my question. You didn't answer my question.
Mm-hmm.
Could it have been somebody dressed in white Not prank. I'm not talking about prank that you see now these days when that we call this official pranks on YouTube. No, pranks have always existed, right?
It always existed in every
Pranks have
culture.
always
In every
existed.
culture.
Right. What I'm saying is, could it have been somebody dressed up in white,
I don't
standing
think so
there?
because the image was just in front of me, but just few meters away from me, and immediately I was just standing there doing nothing, and the dog behind me couldn't bark, was just making some funny sound. Immediately the image disappeared, the dog started barking. So that's just what, and it was, the fence was inside the compound. It was a big compound. It's a big compound. Inside the compound, the gate was locked. So there's no how that person would have moved immediately without my consent. I was so tense.
I want you to stop. Just please stop for a minute and think about this, right? Please stop for a minute and think about this. So, I don't know how old you were when you saw that person in white. I don't know how old you were, but I want you to just try and process for us who are listening to you say this, right? There are billions of people on the earth, billions of us, right? Just walking on the earth doing our thing. Now, there is a magical kingdom, which is the spirit kingdom, and then there is the earthly kingdom, right? So, what you are trying to tell us is that one spirit, one day, just decided today is the day, let's go and frighten Emmanuel, right? That spirit just decided, make a waka. Make her just come, the spirit just decided, let me come to where Emmanuel is and stand like this. Just to. Number one, why? Why would the spirit leave its spirit kingdom to come just to frighten you? Why are you that important? Why are you that special? That is it that the spirits are jobless? What was the aim? What was the goal? No, what was the aim, the goal of this spirit? Think about it now.
It's the same question I would have asked myself years past, but I couldn't ask myself such question at that age because of my upbringing. Because of my upbringing, I was only told it was a ghost. And I've been seeing.
It was a ghost. It was not a ghost. It was not a ghost.
Was it like an hallucination?
You know what? Everyone in the chat, you heard his story. If you believe it was a ghost, please say yes. If you believe it was a ghost that he saw. But if you believe that there was no ghost, please just say
no, it was not. It was not a ghost.
What you were told based on the story that they heard. Everyone in the chat, please. What are your thoughts?
Okay.
I mean, it's one thing, Emmanuel. It is one thing for you to be told that it is a ghost, but when you relay that story to us, we already know what's going on. Well, we can not that we know what's going on, but we have an idea what could have happened. And Lily Pod was right. It could have been you hallucinating. Could have been anything. Who knows?
Yeah,
that's what I'm asking. I grew up to know that there is a word called hallucination. I grew up to know that.
So you outgrew it. You outgrew it.
For me to see all the stuff at that age, it's not just once, not twice. I've seen several times, seeing someone always putting on white, disappearing on my vision. So I never knew. All I grew up to know was what it was a ghost.
Hi, Emmanuel.
But, yeah.
Emmanuel, did you have a look at the chat? Sorry, Lily, but did you have a look at the chat and see what people say?
I'm going through it right now.
Have a look at what people actually think.
Okay, I can hear some people say my brain was actually tricking me. Yeah, at my young age, right? Okay, definitely. Because I've not seen that at this old age. At least I'm 41 right now. I've not seen that.
Yeah, so
No.
that's the question I was gonna ask, right? At what age did it stop? I think you mentioned 15.
Yeah, at age 15,
So since
15,
then,
yeah, I
nothing.
stopped at age 15. That was the last time I saw such at age 15.
Okay, so I don't want to ask like personal questions, but then if you sit back and think, you don't have to do that here, all right? So, but then if you sit back and think, there's something that changed at that age, either your anxieties towards religion, because I know one thing that's common amongst these apocalyptic religions is this fear mongering, and there's always the enemy, there's always the ones coming for you. So for kids that are exposed to that early, it creates all of these sorts of fears, irrational fears, and oh my god, I can't even go into the ones I had growing up. Although I never saw anything, I just always thought that something would get me for not praying before I slept, or all of those kinds of things. But yeah, for you to be exposed so young, it messes up your mind, right? Because all these apocalyptic religions, they just spread fear, and keep doing that. So yeah, if at 15 it stopped, there's a reason why. I'm not gonna try and tell you what that was, because I don't know your story and I don't know your experiences, right? But I'm just saying, maybe you take a moment. You don't have to do that here. Nobody's entitled to, forcing you to say that. But think about it.
Invalidate his story, and that's not what we're trying to do. Not trying to invalidate what you saw, but there could be other explanations before you get to the point of calling it a ghost. Could it have been someone pranking? Could it have been? I'm just looking on YouTube now. Just divergent. Trusty Ape says it could be a visual hallucination. Miss Mizani goes howling. Trusty Ape says it sounds like a heat stroke. Miss Mizani was probably a drunk person. You mean the drunk person that told him that it was a ghost? I mean, it could have been anything. So, and this is where deconstructing the things that the things that you have been conditioned into believing, right? This is where it gets really scary. You grow up believing all these things, and when you come to a place where you can really challenge what you believe, right? The things that you thought you knew. And I think this is an exercise everyone should do it, right? The things that you also, oh, this is what you were told growing up, right? Why did they tell you that? What was the reason? What was the rationale? And do you agree? Like this idea of our parents told us this, so therefore, no, your parents could have lied to you. Parents are known to lie to their children.
Probably. They might. Sorry to cut you in. They might not have lied, but also they grew up in the same aspect.
That's possible.
Because there are a lot of things. Yeah, there are a lot of things going.
That's possible. But
can I ask you a question, Afro? Can I ask concerning the topic?
Get back to you.
No. I just want to, on top of that, Emmanuel.
Hold on, please. Let me just finish my statement. What I was trying to say. The idea of the ancestors, right? This whole idea of respecting your elders, or paying homage to ancestors, and all these things. Some of you, if your ancestors were alive today, you would not want to know them. You would not want to have anything to do with them. Some of your ancestors were not good people. Well, how are you to know that? But because they're dead, we just, okay, ancestors. We just think, oh, they must have been good people, right? No, it's, when you think of your ancestors, you can think about them, you can acknowledge them, But the point where we start, thinking, oh, they're trying to tell me something, they're trying to tell some of your ancestors were not the kind of people you're thinking in your mind, though. All right, go on and say what you want to say, Kat.
Yeah. I wanted to ask. It seems as if, first of all, he must have been a kid, and so many, as you've said, it can be just normal hallucination as a kid and everything. Maybe hearing stuff, and it's just part of growing up. You hearing some strange. There may be a lot of explanation toward it. At the same time, I'm not denying him. His supernatural thing can happen. Yeah. But what I wanted to ask, I've seen in this platform the meaning, sort of spirituality or belief, where we have religious people who are holding in such a esteemed position in many faculties, in even professors of universities who are good in what they do, even if it's physicists, biochemistry, or whatever field they may be in, and they do believe in God, they believe in deity, they believe in spirituality, and all of that. So why are some of them smartest people do that? That's the question which I wanted to, before I go back to my religious inclination, my faith, Islam. I just wanted that to go there as an explanation.
It's conditioning. They're conditioned to believe. They're conditioned into believing. They grow up in a place where everyone believes. They've never been outside of that bubble of people that believe. So they don't know that you can, actually take another position, not the position of everyone around you. So, you can have the smartest people that still believe in God. It does not.
These are individuals who are.
It does not make the God claim.
No,
true.
they're very curious. They couldn't have been in that post. And
I have a submission to add to what Afro has said, right? So the religions have existed for time, right? So even if someone wasn't necessarily born into religion, there's proximity for many people. That's the reason they've considered it. Right. So, for example, Christians, I think even Muslims in the UK, I can say for the UK, they would evangelize. They would stay outside in public spaces and talk about things, So even if your background, your foundation wasn't religious, you're going through a tough time. You're vulnerable because, it seems like everything is not working for you in the moment. And then you're walking in the city center and somebody is going on about how God is here to save you. You have tried everything and then now you're stuck. And then, God is calling you back because you are walking away from him. Immediately to that vulnerable mind, oh my God, that's absolutely me. So, yes, while academic prowess can be a good thing, it doesn't stop people from being scammed or from being not scammed. I don't mean religion is a scam, but I'm saying it's to say people that are smart can still get deceived, right, Kat? And can believe things that are not necessarily true, right?
Please, please?
Yeah.
Can I add to that, please? Another reason is because some of these religions are so rigid and they are more like cultism. And in those books, it says that if you're part of them, let's say I'm born, Muslim now. If I choose to not be a Muslim, my siblings could, plan and execute me, and Allah would be cool with it because I left. So with that type of fear, no matter who I become, I don't want nobody to kill me, So I wouldn't want to leave. So that's why, one of the reasons why you see that some intellectual people, they still, they be in religion because they don't have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're just being out there, bro. It's not It's not for you. I think you're beneath you're hitting beneath the belt.
What is he talking about? What are you talking
That's-
about?
How? Exactly, Afro. I'm
No.
Truth. I'm
he's
saying
giving
the
he's
truth.
giving a valid example.
I'm saying the truth.
Exactly.
It's valid. It's a valid concern for people.
Very valid. Come
So,
on,
Kat, here's the thing. I think so far, right, when you speak, if it's not something that you can relate to personally, if it's not something that you can conceive in your head, you just invalidate what people say and you come off a bit condescending. On this platform,
No. He has done that so many times.
Wow, just now when he was talking, he didn't condescend.
Sorry, I was just trying to explain. I don't mean to condescend.
It was
I was
your
just trying to explain.
okay.
No, what I'm
I don't
saying
mean-
is this.
Yeah.
Him saying that is just out of ignorance. I'm sorry to say
how
that.
is it that? So
Wow.
this is what I'm talking about. When you don't relate to something, you immediately invalidate it. But that's not how life works. Right,
I
that's-
didn't
So-
not invalidate it. I
You-
think it's pure lie.
You just did. Exactly. That's what you're saying. You're not okay.
We can.
What would you say you're doing then?
It's factual. No, the thing is, we can show him in their books. Is there? It's factual that if you're
It's
part
not just
of it,
in the book. It's
Yeah.
in like it's happening in
yeah,
real
it's happening.
time.
It's factual.
right?
Like it is real
I've
time. We
spoken
can see
to
it.
people that
Yeah,
can't come
I'm
on
not
these
making it up.
platforms because of that reason.
We are talking about hallucination. Emmanuel just gave us another one. And
No, Kat. So you asked a question, right? Or you rather, and Afro gave you a perspective. I gave you a submission myself, and then Sha, the point he's making, right? Not to beat it again, but he just made a point on why is it that some people, they're academic, they can be geniuses, they can be intellectuals, but they stay. And he just told you one perspective. So if you don't understand the perspective because you can't relate to that fear, just know now that people genuinely live with that fear. People have that fear, and for good reason, right? Because there are environments where people have advocated for that action to be taken, for certain actions to be taken when people decide to leave. So that innate fear is there. You're not going to want
Lilliput.
Yeah.
Some of them I live in the West. Some of them they don't have even connection with.
So he's not
with their
saying
family members.
everybody. So that's
So
the thing,
please-
Sha. He didn't say everybody's reason is because of that. So Afro gave you a reason. I gave you a reason, and he's giving you another. So it's not one size fits all. It's not the same
I know.
applying to everybody. Yeah.
I know certain headlines hit well like that, like they will ta your head, they will ta. We understand what type of headline he uses.
And Kat, listen. Okay, I need you to answer. I've got two questions for you. The first question: what is the penalty for leaving Islam? Kat? And guys, can we tap on the screens? I've also got a gift up there. Can we send some roses to the panel members? To really put to everyone on the panel, please. Kat, what is the penalty for leaving Islam?
Capital penalty.
What is it?
Capital penalty.
Use your words, Kat.
Capital penalty.
Okay, so what does that mean?
You understand whatever
No,
what it
I don't.
means.
Don't
my
assume.
God.
Don't assume.
What-
Say it. If you don't say it, you're being disingenuous.
Analyze the individual.
Thank you.
So why
Yes.
you see that was
So
what I
if
was
that
explaining.
if that is the case, that's what Shah was
Why are
saying.
you laughing? What's so funny?
That's what Shah was saying.
And you
didn't
were
say.
saying
Can I go
No,
back to the host?
explain it.
Can I speak to the host back? He asked me a question, and you guys are building up narrative on whatever. You're building another story on top of that. He asked me a question. What is the punishment? What does it mean? And I said capital punishment. You asked me, can you elaborate what it means? I said, analyze. What is a capital punishment? There's a whole judiciary system built upon it.
Really?
Yes.
Do you agree with that punishment?
I prescribe to that faith. What are you asking?
Do you agree with that?
I agree with everything in it. Why should I not be?
So are you saying that to leave a faith, you deserve?
Wow.
Wow.
Why are you wowing about? I'm not gonna go in the street and start. Well, I'm not saying
but
that.
Kat, I want you to understand this. Do you have siblings? No, Kat. Imagine your family, right? This is what Sha was talking about. Imagine in
Ask
your
me and
family
you
now.
keep on muting me.
Wait,
Please,
Kat.
we can have a
Imagine in your
conversation.
family now. Somebody knows, somebody
Don't
close
mute
to
him.
you
Let him
knows.
speak. Don't mute him.
Somebody close to you knows that you
Yeah,
believe
I'm
in this,
very
and you
disrespectful.
and you believe it's right. Do you
Yes.
think they can come out to you and say, "Listen, I don't feel that my heart aligns with this religion anymore. I think I want to leave." Do you think they can do that, knowing that you absolutely believe in that part of the book?
And can I say
No, just answer the question. Do you think
What?
they can come to you to have that conversation?
100%?
No, they can't. Stop saying 100%.
Can I ask? Were you asking me? Yes,
You're
and you don't want
dangerous.
me to elaborate.
You're being
Dangerous.
disingenuous.
No.
You're not being realistic.
dangerous.
They
No,
won't come to
have I
you.
not answered directly whatever you have asked
You
me?
have,
And
but
you've
I'm just
laughed.
saying you. No. Listen. So the question I asked you, maybe you didn't get the question. I said,
Can I? You guys
imagine
are not.
someone-
Hold on, please. Please let her speak.
Kat,
You've
so
you are.
I asked you a straight question.
Let her
No,
speak,
wait.
please, let her speak.
I don't think you understood me. I said, right, knowing that you believe in this part of the Quran, saying that if somebody stops believing, unalive them, it's calm. Do you think somebody close to you, a close friend, a close relative, can come to you and say, "Listen, in my heart, in my head, I don't think I can follow this religion anymore. And I'm telling you because I think will they come to you? Be honest. They can't. And they
Why do you wrap your question with "be honest"? Have I lied in this?
Okay, I take it back. Don't be honest. Say however you want to say.
You're fantastic.
Do
Fantastic.
you think they will come to you to open up about how they feel about leaving the religion?
First, I'm not an authority.
No, I'm just saying somebody close to you. I didn't say, somebody on your street, somebody close to you, a close friend, because it can be heavy.
No, can I explain myself first of all before?
Because
you've asked me. You guys have asked me nearly 2 questions without
Okay.
even. I've answered it, and then you framed it in certain way.
Hold on. You know what? I think what I think we might do is ask that question to someone else, right? Maybe we'll understand. So, I'm going to ask Emmanuel. Emmanuel, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So, Emmanuel, think about this. A religion that says if you leave, you should be unalived, right? If someone wants to leave the religion, do you think they will feel really free to speak to the family members about them leaving?
Definitely, they will not feel, because I've lived with Muslims. I know it's not possible.
Not asking you about Muslim. Is asking you a question. Please answer the way he asked you.
Yeah, I use Muslim as a religion because other religion are not.
Oh
like
my
that.
God, he's obsessed with Islam. Oh my God.
No, this is Emmanuel. I'm talking to
Who's this
Emmanuel.
guy?
How is he obsessed with Islam?
He
Answer
just
my
came
question.
here to
Emmanuel,
fight.
where did you
He just came
Answer
here
the
to
question.
fight.
You are asked by the host. Answer the question without injecting Islam on it. Answer the question.
Okay, so the question to you was,
No,
do you think the person would be free to speak to their family members about leaving?
definitely no.
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 Okay. The answer
Because
is
the person
no.
will be 100%. I need to use the word 100% like Cantu.
Okay.
100% no.
Okay. So it will be 100% no. Okay. So, Kat, back to Lilliput's question. Do you think one of your family members who wants to leave your religion, do you think they'll be free to come and tell you about it, knowing that your religion says it's the capital
Have you changed the
punishment.
question,
for
or
evil.
you're gonna ask me the same way you asked Shah?
I'm asking it differently now. This is different.
Okay, you're asking me from my own religious inclination with all, and I'll answer it with my own paradigm. Okay.
I mean, I just want the truth. That's all. Whether your paradigm or not, I just want the truth. Just want, what exactly goes on. That's all I want.
100% truth.
I mean, paradigm or no paradigm, just what exactly, I do have a question for you though, Kat, another question, but never mind. Please, can you answer that one? And let's give him a chance to speak so he doesn't complain that we're not letting him speak. Guys, please don't, just let him answer the question. Don't mute him, please.
Oh my God! Come on, sis. Why have been mute every time?
I've just said to them not to mute you. I know. I apologize for that. Okay, sorry about that.
Too hot. Get out of the kitchen. Oh my God.
Okay. All right. Can you please answer the question?
Oh my God, what's going on?
Kat, you need to unmute yourself again.
Yeah. I'm very. I when somebody speaks, I always mute myself.
No, you don't. But okay.
No. If I'm challenging him, I'll unmute myself. But when somebody's talking to me, asking me a question, I'll mute and listen.
Okay, that's a really good that's a good character to have. Okay, so Kat, if someone comes to you, well, if someone in your family wants to leave Islam, do you think they'll be free to come and tell you about them leaving?
I'm gonna give you an answer which you may like. Okay. No.
Okay. Thanks for the honesty. That's all we wanted. That's all. We just wanted you to be honest. That's all.
Can I take the mic back now?
Yes, you can.
Thank you. Appreciate it. First of all, what did I speak? I speak Islam is a holistic. He's a holistic. It has a judiciary. It has a state. It has an ambition. And it had ambition of expansion. Yeah, and all of it is relevant. Do you understand me?
Sorry, Kat, hold on.
Can I speak?
Kat, no, please hold on.
Let him finish.
Ambition of expansion by force. By force. You can't be conquering people. That's not a good ambition.
No,
unaliving innocent people. That's not a good ambition.
Please let him finish. Please let him finish. Go on. I'm
saying Islamic as a system has that idea in it. I'm speaking truthfully. It has, we want to convert people as much as possible back to Islam, as much as we can. Yes, do you understand me?
Yes.
We want, because we think is the best offer we can offer humanity. Yes, in every paradigm, in every measurement you give it to. If it is about moral, if it's about judicial, if it's about family lineage, if it's about ethics, it ticks every box in everything. It's a holistic lifestyle. 100%. That's what we think we offer, and that's what we.
Okay, I understand. Remember, I said that I had another question for you. Yes.
Let me lay this concerning. You asked me about if judiciary concerning if somebody leave Islam. The Islamic court system he will be brought before, as first of all, it has to exist within the territorial of Islamic law, where an individual will be brought forth and will be asked questions, and he will be interrogated about it, and he will be taken to the judge. The judge has years of experience, has scholarship about it, and he will judge according to the book of God, and whatever punishment it may be there, it may be exaggerated, it may be locked, it may be chased out of the city, it may be unalive. All of that, it depends on the judiciary. It has nothing to do with what I feel as an individual. It's a judiciary system.
Can I come in here?
Yeah, you can come.
Can I say something? Okay. You said firstly, you said it's a system. So that means that system was designed by someone. And you said it's a law, and a law was designed by someone. So that means there's no freedom of humanity. Is that what you're trying to tell us here?
It guarantees this freedom of humanity. It guarantees.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
No freedom here.
It does.
There is no freedom here, bro.
It
It
does
does.
It's
not
a
guarantee-
system. A system is what is designed.
It does not guarantee the freedom. Hold on,
It does
hold
not
on.
guarantee.
It does not guarantee the freedom of the person trying to leave Islam.
What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? Can I ask you, can you do anything in any modern Western society? Anything you want to do? Or it's a
Western
restrained.
Let's forget about.
It is a restrained
It's the same
liberty.
thing we are talking about.
No, I'm
It's the
giving
same
you.
thing we're talking about.
I'm giving
It's
you.
a system. You said something about a system and a law. A system is designed by a human, and a law is designed by a human.
What is my
to
claim?
limit certain things?
What is my
that
claim?
means?
What is
So
my
that
claim?
means
Hold on.
that means your religion. That means your religion was designed by a human, and you act on that religion, being a follower. That's what I'm picking. I'm picking your point. That's why I'm acting on it.
What's your
it's-
Wait,
what
hold
is
on.
our claim?
Hold on. You just said in the Western
What our
society-
system is established.
Wait,
Who is the
hold
establisher of
on,
our system?
Hold on. You just said in the Western society, can you do anything that you want? Absolutely. I left Christianity and I'm walking very free. And I was so bold.
These are very
because I know, can you let me finish?
Okay.
I no longer believe in Christianity. I was as public as I could be. Put it on all my my social media platforms, right? Announced it to the world and anyone who cares to listen. I am no longer a Christian. I had no fear about it because the Christian religion does not say to unalive somebody when they leave Christianity. So yes, there are things that you can do, right? You don't need to take permission or you don't need to be afraid or whatever. You can do whatever you want.
You just say Christianity doesn't the traditional within based on the books. They're not allowed to do that.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they're not unaliving for
You're
somebody.
still saying
No,
Yeah.
they're not. No, they're not.
When
you're still
somebody
saying you're saying the
disowned
same thing.
Yeah,
Can I
hold on,
speak?
hold on, please. Please. I'm having
Something.
a conversation with him. Wait, I'm having a conversation with him. The answer is no, they're not. Are you saying that Christians are allowed to do the same as Muslims?
when it's exactly the same within the Bible. It is the
Well,
book, the Old and
no.
the New Testament. Whoever dishonor, it is there even in the Old Testament. Who's the author of the Old Testament?
What does it say? What does it say in that? What does it say in that text?
It say whoever dishonor the God.
Mother and father. Yes.
Well, let me. Not
It does not say anything
whoever
about
call.
It
Let me
doesn't say
remember
who
the quote.
dishonors. We are
No,
talking
no.
about
No,
somebody.
not only that,
We are
not
talking
only
about
that.
somebody who leaves the religion. Leaves the religion.
no,
What dishonors your father or your mother?
No, faith itself, belief.
What is he talking about?
In Christianity, anybody can leave. Anybody can leave.
No. You're more than liberal Christianity. I'm talking about. I'm talking.
Katun, my brother, can I speak to you, please?
Please, I want a verse. If there is a verse, if there is something, hey, Lone Rider, if you want to come up, you can come up, Lone Rider.
Katun, can I speak to you, please?
Yeah. Yes. Sir.
Do you believe in God? You believe in Allah, right?
Yes. You know that. Why are you asking? Just go to the point.
Wait. So Allah is the most
Please don't be
powerful.
asking him. Don't be asking him useless questions. He's a Muslim. Oh.
Okay, so Allah is the most powerful, right? He's the one that gives lives and he's the one that takes life, right? I mean, that's what you believe as a Muslim. I just want to be sure because I might be mistaken. That's why I'm asking you.
Okay.
No, no, no.
what you
If you
believe.
ask Nini a smart question, you get a smart prize in it normally.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. I might not be as smart as you. I'm sorry. Maybe you have to
Say
bear with
that
me.
you just recognize something. Bingo! You just win a prize.
Okay, so do you believe that, right? So if Allah is the most powerful,
In a minute,
he
sorry,
takes
Sha,
life.
Pat, in a minute, you're going to say you were never condescending. I just wanted to point this moment out right now while it's happening. But go on, Sha.
Exactly.
Popular saying.
Exactly.
I didn't condescend him. I said if you, it was. I uplifted him.
You see,
You ask very smart question, you win a
You're
very
being
smart
an
prize.
asshole.
Yes, and then
see,
you said
I know
congrats
I'll
or
take care
whatever.
of
It's
him.
okay.
I'll take care of him. We know people like him, they are very emotional, but I won't go that way with him.
See.
So the thing is this, yeah?
Gentlemen,
No,
gentlemen,
I'm passionate, as I said in the beginning.
Okay,
Quite
gentlemen,
passionate.
let's not be doing
Cat
this.
is a princess.
Okay, can you guys get on? Please get on with the
Passionate.
conversation.
I'm a man, please. Do I sound like a lady?
What's that supposed to mean?
No, he said he's a princess. I said
Yeah,
I'm a
you're
man.
speaking like a princess.
All right, guys.
Well,
No, look.
Can we
But
go
listen,
back to the
listen.
conversation, please? Can we go back to the conversation? I
Yeah,
beg.
so my point is this, yeah?
condescending.
So my point is this, yeah? So if your God is all powerful, he gives life, he takes life. If somebody leaves the religion, why does he need you to go and unalive somebody? What is his job? Or does he no longer exist? And can I ask you another question?
No.
Ever
Let him
since-
answer this
ever
one
since-
now.
Let me answer
him
one.
answer
And then you can
one.
answer.
Okay, answer. Okay, I have a
let him
lot.
answer that one now.
Yeah, very. He is the standard. Do you know what meaning of a standard?
Lily Potter.
What do you mean by standard? Sending you to unalive your fellow human. Is that the
You can
standard?
put it the way you want it. You can put it the way you want
So
it.
what's his own job? If he is the most powerful, that means he is
He has-
jobless.
Yeah.
He's the job he's meant to do.
Are you
for
asking me
you.
a question
He's
and then
telling
you
you to
answer it
stress
for me?
yourself to go and risk
No,
your
you
whole
answered.
life.
Wait. Kat, you answered his question with a question. So yes, you're going to get that right back.
Because
You
It's a
answered his
standard.
question with a question.
I said it's a standard. That's it. The end of it.
No, you said. Do you know what a standard is?
oh, thank God.
To elaborate if he doesn't understand. Maybe he's too smart to understand it.
Oh goodness gracious!
Yo, he came here to fight. Yo, he did not come here to talk.
Goodness gracious!
So Kat, I'm still talking to you. I still want to have a conversation with you. So now can you can't explain that, okay? Because I still have more questions to ask you if you have time.
What does it mean that he is the standard? What does that even mean? Who is the standard? Kat, who is the standard?
I say there is a standard. God is the standard. He asked me a question. He asked me a question. Why? Because he is the one who's narrated what should be done. He has given an instruction on what should be done.
Right.
So it is a source of our moral, it's our source of a judiciary, it's our source of everything. So he is the standard. He can say what he wants, and we cannot ask why.
You cannot.
Okay, that sounds. Wait, I want to ask you one more question, real quick.
You did not answer the question.
First, he
You
has
did
not answered the question, but I have another
Kat.
question to ask him, real quick. So, Kat, let me ask you: since Muhammad died, why did Allah stop speaking? Is Allah also dead?
He keep on. The book is still here, and it's still the book is valuable as more.
No. I'm saying, why can Allah not? Are you not Allah's servants? Why is it that since Muhammad died, Allah stopped speaking? So nobody on earth is worthy of Allah to speak to, except Muhammad that died thousands of years ago. Have you thought about that?
Listen, first of all, my God existed that time. He existed now, and he will exist in the future. What means it's this? What does it mean? It means the message which he sent down is relevant to me today. It's relevant. It was relevant to me in the past. It will be relevant for the future. That's what it means. So it doesn't need anybody to add or to remove anything on that message.
I do have a question though about what you just said about the message or the book that he sent, right? Earlier on, we were talking about when someone said they saw a ghost, right? And the easiest and the simplest explanation, right? Now, can you tell me, Kat, how did the prophets get this message from Allah?
Yeah, and revelation. He sent an angel, came, spoke to him, gave him the revelation, which till today it's called oral transmission till today.
Okay, so you're saying that Allah said it to an angel, and the angel told it to Muhammad.
Yes.
Now, was anybody there to witness this event happen?
Nobody was there.
So remember, we were talking earlier on about hallucinations. We were talking about people pranking others. We were talking about just simple explanations. Now, do you believe that an angel was speaking to Muhammad?
I do.
Why?
It's not even a question.
Why? Why do you believe?
Because the book the book is right in front of me.
No,
the book. First of all, he has packed.
Not the book. We're trying to determine whether the content of the book is truly from Allah, right?
Yes.
We're trying to determine that. So, do you believe that the prophet was speaking to an angel?
Yes.
How do you know that he was speaking to an angel? What makes you believe that?
Well, I do. The message which has come to me, it's testimonial.
What message?
The message from Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
What's the message?
Yeah.
What
the
message?
Message of worshiping one God, observing month of Ramadan, the 5 pillars, the Quran, the whole 9 yards.
So that message is what's that name?
Who's cooking what? Can you believe? I don't know who's cooking what.
Oh, it's Shah is. I don't know what Shah is cooking. He's not sharing with us. Okay. So you're saying that the message that he got is what convinces you that he was speaking to an angel?
100%.
Okay. I will let Lone Rider. Lone Rider decided to come up. Lone Rider?
Can I add to what you just said, Afro HS?
Okay.
You said something about
Afro. I
you
just
said
want
something
to point
about
out there's some people that joined. I see Nathan. So maybe we need to round up with Kat.
Yes. Sorry about that. Sorry, I wasn't looking at my phone. Sorry. We got Nathaniel. Hello, Nathaniel. I love that name.
Oh, hello.
My bad, Nathaniel. I only saw Nathan. I apologize. Nathaniel is on the panel. Yeah.
Nathaniel is my son's name.
Greetings, everyone.
Hello, Nathaniel.
Hello.
Hello, Nathaniel.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you too. Good evening. Okay.
Hello. So, Nathaniel, are you a Christian or a Muslim?
Yeah, I'm a Christian, sure.
You're a Christian?
Yes, please.
Okay, so you decided to come up to have conversation with us. Is there anything you want to add?
Yeah, I was just going through my TikTok, so I heard you guys, and although I've been seeing your programs and all of that, so I heard a statement whereby, like, the guy was trying to say something that I think you guys said that the smartest people doesn't believe.
No, we didn't say that. No, he was trying to say that how come smart people, they believe?
Okay, they believe.
What I was saying is this, Emmanuel. Welcome to the platform. What I was saying, some of the smartest people astrophysicists, DNA analysts. Some of the most amazing fields are led by people who believe in God. And I was saying, and I was challenging them as if they were sort of saying, it's funny how somebody who's intellectually, we were speaking about spirituality. Emmanuel, as an individual down, was speaking about how his experience and what, and so I brought that forth and as a question, and I said some of the most smartest people who have laid the foundation of knowledge are believers in God. So it's very relevant. Modern atheists will come around and challenges and think that we have no intellectual capability that to understand that there's an existence, or there's a supernatural power. So I was just trying to put that forth to show them that, yeah, this is a real thing there. Do you understand me, bro?
Yes, bro, I can hear you. Sure, I understand.
That's what we were talking about.
Okay, because it seems that everyone said, apart from you, you're the only believer, which is the Muslim believer, right?
Yes, I do that.
Okay, I mean, I believe too. I believe in Jesus, so I think.
At least you believe in God.
Wow.
But Kat, it's not your God though.
No, it's not.
He's my God. I didn't say it's my God. Remember when I came to the platform? Do you remember when I came to the platform?
Actually, I take that back. I remember what you said when you came back, and now I realize why you're happy he believes in something. It's because you think people who don't have a belief don't have morals. So yeah, but you're wrong. But keep.
You don't have a
morals than
standard.
is God.
You don't have a standard.
I have more morals. I have
Your
more
God
standards
has
than
no
every
standard.
prophet you've ever looked up to, and your God.
It doesn't matter if for you, from your paradigm, if my God doesn't have a standard, it's okay. It doesn't bother me. Your God,
I am better.
I may say
I
your
am
God.
better than
because you
your
think
Muhammad.
less of me. Oh, so I'm so sad. Oh.
There's more evidence of us being moral than you have evidence of your God existing in any format.
What do you prescribe to?
Kat, quick.
It's important. No, he can't. No.
Kat, real quick, your God advocates for slavery, okay? There's no standard.
No. We can talk about slavery if you want. We can bring forth slavery.
We're about to turn up now.
asking a question.
One second.
No, we can bring the slavery if you want.
That you asked the gentleman a question.
Yes.
The answer to your question is actually in his name. If you look at his name, it gives it away already.
What is his name? I can't.
Atheos Kofi.
Oh, Atheist Kofi. Oh, he's an atheist. Oh, okay, I totally understand now.
Yeah, it means godless.
Means godless.
The name Atheos is godless. ATHEOS.
Okay.
Atheos means godless.
I totally understand where you're coming from, sir. Thank you.
Can we have Lone Rider? Oh no, Nathaniel. Nathaniel, were you done?
Yeah, I think I heard the host said she wants to believe in Christianity and she no longer believes.
Yes, no. I no longer believe in Christianity. No.
What happened? What happened that you have to leave Christianity?
It's not. It's not.
Today we're not even living.
Can I?
That's not where we're here.
Hold on. No, I will come back to you, Nathaniel. Just hold your.
That's not what we are here.
Yeah, no, but I would like to have a conversation. Hold on.
I wanted to say something, please.
Emmanuel, please hold on. I would like to have a conversation with you. So please just hold on and let's get Lone Rider to speak, please. Lone Rider.
Hi, Aphrodite. Atheist, I hope you're doing good. I'm just here because I heard the cat speaks about like morality and how Allah gave us the best morality. So I guess according to him, he will actually agree that everything Allah permitted is morally acceptable, right, Cat?
First of all, I always have one thing before anybody speaks, and my sister Afro-Atheist understands. I always ask, what do you prescribe to?
I'm an ex-Muslim atheist agnostic.
Who muted me just now?
No, guys, just let him.
I'm having a conversation with a gentleman.
With him. Please don't.
I know him. I've come across him in many platforms, and he does know that I know him. So please just don't mute him.
Okay, since you know me already, would be knowing that I'm an ex-Muslim atheist agnostic.
So if you already met him in other platforms, why are you asking him that question then?
No, I'm not gonna. If he's an ex-Muslim, whatever brand you put yourself in, I think I'm not gonna have a conversation with you.
What?
I'm not gonna have a conversation with him.
What?
Like literally, you say that
he wants to run away. He wants to run away.
I know. I've been here. Listen, I don't run. You guys, you should know me by now.
Lone Rider, I hope you know I hope you know that he believes you should.
Why are you keep on meeting me?
Lone Rider.
I know that. I know that you will believe that I should be alive.
No,
that's why, like, literally, I need to go to sleep right now.
But no, why are you meeting me?
Hold on, Kat.
I've been very respectful for you.
Why will you? Yes. Why will
when
you?
I say I'm passionate.
Why will you not speak to an ex-Muslim?
Yeah, because he has nothing to offer.
Oh,
he has nothing to offer. I will speak with Christians. I will speak with atheists.
Stop. Please
I will
stop.
speak with Christian. I will speak with atheists.
Please stop. He has a lot to offer us. We get to from.
He doesn't have anything to
Excuse me. Let me finish.
Please.
Not that important here. He's not.
From listening to him, we get a perspective of Islam, right? So when you're telling us about Islam, we get your perspective, right? When we hear from ex-Muslims, we get a different perspective, right? That we don't get from people who are Muslims. And it helps us who are not Muslims, we're not Muslims, to have a rounded perspective of the religion as a whole. And then it is left for us to then decide, which perspective makes sense to us, which one we want to, subscribe to. But for you to say he has nothing to offer, that's you're completely right now. I just think you're being that's not very nice to say. That's not nice. That is not nice.
Afro-Atheist, thank you. You brought me in this platform. We had a very beautiful conversation with everyone. I think you can prescribe that. I've never shied away whenever you ask me a question. Did I?
You did. Sha asked you about.
Ask me.
Yeah, Sha asked you about adultery in your book because you said there's laws and that informs the morals that you all have. But you dodged the question and you called it personal, so you dodged it. But yeah, your book condoned adultery when it was convenient.
No, because he lied.
No, okay. I didn't.
And he twisted it the way he wanted.
You're the one who has been making false claims. Everything you've been saying here.
I would like Lone Rider.
And that's why you don't want to speak to Lone Rider.
Hold on, please. We're not going to shut Lone Rider up. We are not.
But first of all, thank you, Afro. I may have to follow you, and anytime you're around, I may have to come. Appreciate for the platform.
So wait, hold on.
How long have I been here?
So you're going to leave because we've got a
time to run away
on the panel?
Yeah. Fantastic. I run away. Yeah. What's the problem?
No, I'm asking you. Are you going to leave?
No. He has already said I'm running.
Mohammed is not proud of you, man. You're not. You're
Yeah,
a
yeah.
strong Muslim.
No, we can have a conversation.
Muhammad empowered you for
One thing, anybody labels himself
You
as
run away.
ex-Muslim, anybody who labels himself as ex-Muslim, it's somebody whom I don't have any conversation to talk to. Yeah, he may
So
say I'm an
here's the
atheist.
difference.
He say I'm
Kat,
an atheist,
Kat,
or I'm a
before you
Christian.
leave, let me say it. Let me point out something, Kat. So before you leave,
Oh my
Afro, can I point out something quickly for Kat? So the atheists on this panel, right, and even some Christians, when they review Islam, they can tell you it promotes, all of the things that they see, right, that it promotes, or it advocates for, rather. So there's slavery, violence, all of that. We won't get into that. So they will tell you, I don't like Islam. I think it's a bad religion or whatever. But you see, we're still here engaging with you. We've asked you questions. You've asked us questions. Wait, one sec. We think that your submission is valid, and we mute ourselves when you have to speak, right? But now here you are. Lone Rider says he does not take the same stance as you, and it's something that you absolutely abhor his perspective, and so immediately you don't want to speak to him. If everybody behaved that way, Kat, you wouldn't be on this panel. Honestly, that's just facts.
That's
Because
not
I
even the
abhor your
behavior of a good
religion.
Muslim.
I absolutely detest it.
Can I continue to talk to
That's
you?
not the,
Sis?
that's
Can
not
I
the
answer
religion
you?
of love
Yeah,
and
so see,
mercy.
this is what you do. You whenever you're actually confronted with truth, you back away and
Can I
you
answer? Can I?
you run away. So now you want to leave me and the comments I just made and like speak to Afro. But go ahead. I've said what I've said. You heard it. Everybody's heard it. Go ahead. Run away again.
Yeah. I don't worry about me running away. I'm from East Africa. We do run marathon very well. I think you get me. Yeah, so it doesn't bother me at
You
all.
gotta run to Mecca, run to Mecca.
We are not running marathons at the moment.
No, yeah. I know he said you're running away. It's just you already. First of all, I was listening to you, sis, concerning. You said we are the sole perpetrators of violence. We are sole perpetrators of rape. We have sold as if we have never lived in colonial Africa, as if we have never seen the Spaniards. Can I finish? You've made your submission. Can I just finish? As if we have never seen the Christian.
Who said any of what you're saying? Lilliput, did you say any of what he's saying?
Why? No. I'm saying he said. What did he say? He said we know. We talk about your race. We talk about.
Oh goodness, this is not going well. Oh my goodness.
To me, I think he's too emotional. He's really
Why muting
We're not
me?
learning anything
Please.
from
I'm
him.
not muting you. I'm not
Trust me.
muting you. It's
No,
There's
he was
nothing-
muting me. I was doing my
it's
submission.
Kat,
I don't know.
Okay.
Kat, you're
Um,
being emotional here.
I'm
being
passionate,
emotional.
as I've said
everyone,
before.
please. Everyone,
You're being
please.
emotional.
I'm
So,
passionate. I'm
Just 1
passionate.
second. Please, just
I'm
1 second.
passionate.
Please, just 1 second.
You call me. You call me a princess.
No, I didn't.
No. There's.
Okay.
asking
Oh,
you.
hold on. Please hold on. Kat, please just mute yourself. Lone Rider, please, I would like you to say something. Lone Rider.
Yeah.
My submission.
No,
please
just hold on. Please
I'll
just
finish
hold
my
on.
submission.
I would like Lone Rider to speak. Please.
Yeah. The thing I came up for is that, as I said it in the comments, that it does irritates me when a Muslim gonna say that we got our morality from Allah. My question to this guy, and since he doesn't want to have a conversation with me, so pretty much he will answer that after I'm gonna leave, is that is everything Allah permitted is morally acceptable? That's question number one. If his answer is a yes, the next question will be like, how do you feel about enslaving your own people and actually Islam consider you as a black person below Arab people? How do you feel about that? And this is actually coming from your God. This is one of the rulings and one of the things that your God allowed in his Sharia. Walhamdulillah ala ni'mat al-Islam.
First, I'll answer because you're an Arab speaker. إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم. You understand exactly. And if you're really a person, translate it a word by word what I've said.
You can translate it yourself.
No problem. No, you translate it.
Excuse
Please.
me. Why would you speak in Arabic and then say translate it? I mean, what was the
He can't answer. He can't translate it. He can't.
You want me to translate?
Hold on.
I will do
Please
you
hold
one
on.
better.
Please hold on.
I'll do you one better.
No.
Can
I
you
don't want one better or one above it.
No. I will you do one better. Can you please remind me of the chapter and the verse?
Lone Rider, please, 1 second. You read something. For the rest of us, can you tell us what you were reading? That's not fair. You come to a panel where people don't understand what you're saying. You're just going off and say, translate that. What were you reading from? What was that thing? What was the surah? What did he just read? Then you can go ahead and respond. I want to know what was that thing he just read. Kat?
Kat, if you're speaking, we can't hear you.
I'm waiting for him to translate it.
Yes, what did you just read?
Exactly what I read.
No.
Can you
So
tell
she's
us
not
what
asking
you
for the
read?
translation. Where did you read?
Where did you read from?
Kat?
Is
that
it
from the
Surah
Quran?
Al-Hujurat? Is it Surah
Yo, Afro,
Al-Hujurat?
you gotta kick this guy.
No, hold on. Lone Rider.
Yo,
Okay, now please, Lone Rider, please go on and respond.
watch your mouth.
Yes,
Watch your
I'm
mouth.
here.
Watch your mouth, boy.
Lone Rider.
Watch your mouth, boy.
Wait. Okay, Lone Rider, please go ahead and respond.
So he read me a verse from the
What's gonna
Quran.
happen, Mr.
Okay, so
Mr.
hold on. Please
Muscle?
let Lone
What's
Rider.
gonna
Can we
happen?
listen to him reading?
Are you gonna get
Please
mad
let
that I
Lone Rider.
eat
Please
pork
let
and
Lone
beef,
Rider speak. Please.
and then I
Please
tell
let
your Allah to suck my?
No. Atheist coffee. No. Please let Lone Rider speak. Please. Go on, Lone Rider.
So he read me a verse from the Quran. It's chapter 49, verse 13. It says, "O mankind, indeed we have created you from male and female and made you peoples and tribes that you may know one another. Indeed, the most noble of you."
Nation.
I'm reading from Sahih International, and it is so disrespectful to interrupt somebody reading the Quran. Thank you. I'm gonna repeat. Chapter 49, verse 13. "O mankind, indeed we have created you from male and female and made you peoples and tribes that you may know one another. Indeed, the most noble of you in the sight of Allah is the most righteous of you. Indeed, Allah is knowing and aware." Proper translation for the word qaba'il is tribes, not nations. First, this is the verse that you read, right? And just for you to know that I'm not afraid of you, I'm not afraid of anything you're gonna say, and I know what I'm talking about. That's why I read it from the Mus'haf in English, Sahih International. My question to you right now, Kat, do you understand this verse? Did you ever read the tafsir about it or no?
Can I repeat the verse again? Now, and I'll speak it in English. Now I'll translate it.
Now, please answer my question first.
Can I finish? Can I finish?
No, answer my question first. Answer my question first.
When I said inna min dhakari wa untha, you did not
answer the question. Answer the question. Answer the question.
I'm not.
Please answer his question, please.
I'm not answering until he read the verse the way I want him to read. From where I want him to
Why are you going to make him do things? What is going on here?
He's literally don't understand anything. Okay, I'm reading it. I'm reading it.
You're asking a question. You ask a question, you respond. You ask a question, but now, Kat, you want him to do things for you. No, that's not how it works here.
That's what the religion teaches them.
That's not how it works here. You don't tell him what to do.
Afro-atheist, I literally have nothing to do today. The night is long. I'm gonna do it word by word. Ya ayyuhan nas, O mankind. إنا خلقناكم. Indeed, we have created you. من ذكر وأنثى. From male and female. وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل. And made you peoples and tribes. لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله. That you may know one another. Indeed, the most noble of you in the sight of Allah. أتقاكم إن الله عليم خبير. Is the most righteous of you. Indeed, Allah is knowing and aware. Is this good enough for you, Kat?
Fantastic. I give you
Fantastic.
10
Now
to
answer
10.
the question.
Thank you very much.
Did you read the tafsir of this verse or no?
Fantastic. That was
Kat,
beautiful.
Kat, what was the reason why you asked him to read that?
He didn't start from the beginning. I asked.
What was
I
the
did start
reason?
from the
What was the
beginning.
reason? What was the reason why you asked him to read that?
Yeah. First of all, you asked me what's the reason. I'll tell you why. It's a standard bearer of a verse, which Allah Jalla wa Ala revealed it to Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and said, surely we made you male and female. He's speaking to the whole of humanity. Yeah. He said, I've created you from male and female. وَجَعَلْنَاكُمْ شُعُوبًا. We made
Why
you.
did you ask him to read it?
Sha'ab, shu'uba. He said,
Why did you ask him to read?
because it's a
What
standard,
exactly?
it's a standard verse which applies
mean
to every
standard?
human being. What he wanted, I
It
wanted to
doesn't apply to
establish.
me, Kat. It doesn't apply to me. It doesn't apply to Afro. So yeah.
It doesn't
No,
apply-
the
I'm
verse
waiting
is
for
like
him
that.
until he's done.
It doesn't even apply
Kat.
to Lone Rider.
No,
Doesn't
it does
to Lone
apply
Rider.
to you. Can I say why?
Cat. You are wasting time. You are wasting a lot.
Can I?
Please, right now, no. I read it. I translated and I read it the exact same way you wanted. Now answer the question. Do you know the tafsir of this verse?
I'll continue what you want to say. Set it up.
He's asking you a question. Do you know the
I asked you a
tafsir?
question.
He's asking you a question. You need to answer the question. Stop
Tafsir
being
doesn't
autocratic,
matter.
bro.
Tafsir doesn't matter.
It
Tafsir
matters.
doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It matters.
It doesn't
Zindiq.
matter. It doesn't
It
matter.
You are a,
matters.
you are a
It depends on
kafir.
the author. It depends on the author.
No,
It depends on the
Lone
you
author.
Rider.
are-
No,
Lone
it
Rider,
depends
please.
on the
Lone
author.
Rider, 1 second. Kat,
Yeah.
you made him do things just now. You made him translate something that wasn't necessary. Now, a very basic question is asked of you. You need to accord him the same respect
Yes.
that he accorded you. He asked you
Yes.
a question. Have you read the tafsir of this verse? It was a yes or no question.
What is the meaning? First of all, what's the meaning tafsir? Ask him.
Are you for real?
Ask him. I'm asking a question to elaborate.
Kat, you've demanded and demanded. Lone Rider has given you.
You've
your
not even
demands, and
answered
then
any
you're
question he
asking
asked.
another
And you're
question
still
again.
asking a question.
And then after
You've not
that,
even
he'll
answered
answer
one
you.
question.
He'll answer you, and then you still say you still have another question, Kat. It's just if you can't have conversation, then just
I say to him, tafsir is understand. Why you meeting me? Tafsir is the understanding of the author on what he see on perspective of the verse. That's what tafsir is about.
Have
So,
you read
any author-
tafsir? The question was.
I've read Tabari. I've read all of tafsir. So why? It depends on what
It was
he's
so
saying.
easy. Why didn't you just answer the question? Have you read it? What is it, tafsir? Are you? What? Come on.
You can continue reading. I will not answer that. I have that.
You've already answered it. You've already answered it. Thank you. Now let's move
Since
on.
he doesn't wanna answer that, I'm gonna answer it for him. According to Ibn Kathir, he says about this verse is that this is the verse that tells us that all of mankind are the children of Adam and Eve. Adam and Hawa, to be more precise, because in Islam there is no Eve, it's Hawa. He says, Allah the Exalted declares to mankind that He has created them all from a single person, Adam, and from that person He created his mate, Hawa. From their offspring He made nations comprised of tribe, which includes sub-tribes of all size. It was also said that nations refer to non-Arabs, while tribes refers to Arabs. first discrimination that we have in a verse. Various statements about this were collected in an individual introduction from the book Al-Inba by Abu Amr ibn Abd al-Bar, and from the book Al-Qassad wal-Imam fi Ma'arif al-Ansab, Al-A'rab wal-A'jam. Therefore, all people are the descendant of Adam and Hawa and share this honor equally. Hear me out. The only difference between them is in the religion that revolves around their obedience to Allah the Exalted and their following of His Messenger. Which means that according to this verse that I am a lesser person because I am an atheist. And Kat, because he is a Muslim, he is a higher person than me. And this includes to all of us. All of us. All of us are literally, for Muslims, are no ones. They are better than us, according to this verse. Yes, so we're gonna go back to the exact same thing, which is my question to you. How are you gonna feel about the fact that you are a black man and getting this discriminated by the Arabs? And this thing, it's actually in your hadith. Just the fact that the Prophet traded he actually traded one Arab slave to 2 black slaves, tell you something. And also about the story of Safiya bint Huyay, when he took her from Dihya al-Kalbi, and he gave him 7 black slaves.
Really?
What about the other hadith that actually your God says that when he created Adam, he hit his right shoulder and the offsprings came out white as ants, and he told them to heaven and I don't care. And his left shoulder, when he hit his left shoulder, the offsprings came out black as charcoal, and he told them to hell and I don't care. Or also in the Quran, when it says يَوْمَ تَسْوَدُّ وُجُوهُ وَتَبْيَضُّ وُجُوهُ, the literal translation to that is the day when the face is gonna get whitened and the face is gonna get blackened. According to the tafsir, white face is gonna go to heaven, black face is gonna go to hell. Black dog, considered to be a curse. Black woman, considered to be also a curse and bad news. Everything is as black is considered to be bad in Islam.
Have you finished?
The house is quiet. The house is quiet.
Have you finished?
Yeah, it sounds like he has finished. Yes, it's all
Yeah,
gone.
concerning black, I will not go in others. Concerning black, even if we open up a dictionary, we'll see that black, what does it mean in English? What does it mean? It doesn't mean that I'm more brown than black. Do you understand me? I'm more brown than black.
Please don't be disingenuous. You know what it actually means. Don't be disingenuous. Don't try to twist the actual. Don't try to twist the
whatever.
meaning here.
I didn't expect. Mute me. Oh, it's painful. The gentleman spoke for minutes,
Don't
and I
mute him
just
because
listened.
He was speaking. Please don't mute him. Please let him speak. Please.
Oh my God! I gave you the courtesy of having a interesting platform. Come on, give me the courtesy of speaking.
Your Majesty, you're so gracious. You gave us the courtesy
Thank
of
you. I expect that from a peasant.
having a platform.
Excuse me.
I'm expecting. I'm expecting that from a peasant.
This is not about you giving us.
Yo, you should kick this guy for real. He needs to get kicked out.
He said I'm a Majesty. Why does he have to say that? What does he have to, in a conversation?
This is not about you giving us a.
No, I'm saying a very good conversation. Did I?
Listen. If you want to leave, that's absolutely fine. We will have a conversation without you.
Regardless.
Yes, we will have a conversation without you. Absolutely. So please don't feel like.
No. I didn't. I said.
I want to give you a chance to.
I'm giving what I'm doing. I'm not staying here because you'll have an echo chamber.
Don't write that. You're gone.
He ran away.
No, you can. Lone Rider cannot run away.
He ran away. Oh, a hero.
Lone
Listen,
Rider cannot
first of all,
run
I
away.
say, why am I here?
Listen, excuse me, Lone Rider cannot run away.
I know he does walk in the movie. In the movie, he's alone.
Not have to leave? Did you not have to leave at some point and come back?
No. I'm wrapping up. It's very late where I am. I wanted to leave.
Don't say that he ran. He didn't run.
No. I wouldn't say he ran. That's an assumption, and I will not accuse him of that. I'm sorry. I take back. First of all, I want to say, he spoke and he didn't have time to listen to my response, and we have that in the platform. And I said, why am I important here, my sister? Is because it will be just an echo chamber. If you don't have different views, you have to have somebody challenges your idea, put your feet on the fire. Yeah, that's what it is. If you don't have that one, then it's an echo chamber. You will just have this. You will just circulate the same air. So
it's okay. It's okay. Even
it is okay.
Cats. Even when we have conversations between ourselves, people still learn things. People want to know, how did we get to going?
You can never learn from the same people.
Can you please let me? Can you let me finish?
Please, this is why you get muted.
You can learn from the same people, right? I come with my ideas. Lilliput comes with her ideas. Atheist Kofi comes with his own ideas. No two atheists have the same perspective on things. But when we come together, we can share, right? And we rub off on each other. There are times when, even as an atheist, we're not sure of things. We're not sure, what to think or what to feel, or, we can ask each other questions. What do you think about this one? And yesterday was a perfect example of this. We had Rich here. We were talking about dating as an atheist. What is your perspective? And what is these are the conversations that we do have. If we don't have opposition, we don't just sit here and just be waiting. There is always something to talk about, always something to talk about. Please don't think that you're special, that without you, we won't be able to have a conversation. No, we will have a conversation, no matter what.
No, what I meant is not disrespecting.
There's some questions in the comments for you. They're asking if you reported Lone Rider.
No. What should I report? For what?
Where is he? Lone Rider, what happened?
Am I that powerful? What I was saying is my sister. I say I'm bringing first. Even if you have yourselves, as you say, you have atheists between each other. You challenge others' idea concerning.
Lone Rider is back. I don't know what happened there.
You already accused me of
I got
reporting.
Was it a question or an accusation?
I did not accuse it. Goodness,
wasn't it a question? Did I not ask you? And when you answered, did I say anything further? Come on.
No, I know. I was just trying to push you up. I'm just kidding.
Oh
yeah. I said what I said is this. Yeah, even if you as atheists are in the table, you need different perspective from different atheists who challenges your idea. If there's no other challenges, it's just you're just an echo chamber. So that's what I meant.
This is fantastic coming from you. Let me tell you why. The minute Lone Rider said he was an ex-Muslim, you shut down. Then
no. The reason is no.
So,
the reason
why
is
doesn't it? Wait. My question: why doesn't it apply to you? If we need to not be in an echo chamber, which we're not. Afro just explained what we do as atheists in conversation. But then you absolutely shut down. You said it out. You said you will not engage with him based on his position. So why is it not okay for you to have conversation and get out of your echo chamber, because you live and breathe in your own echo chamber?
First of all, what he does, he takes a verse of Quran as he did it and cherry pick.
No, but this was before he started speaking.
No.
Come
I
on.
know. What did I say? I've heard him speak and I've listened to his tactic. How he speak is very ingenious. He's very. He will take a verse of Quran and he will pick up a hadith far from it and he will try to attach to it. That's what he did. Exactly. That's what I expected.
Yeah, but you did. So here's the thing. So he did whatever you're saying, right? Let's say he did that, but you did the same thing when Afro was reading from the Quran. You wanted her to take your own interpretation. And
no, I did not say. I did not
yes,
say.
you did. Come on. You were here. Afro, isn't that what happened? You wanted her to go over it and go over it again until we came down to your own interpretation.
No.
People in the comments can tell you. So you do the same thing. You want your interpretation to be taken as the final word, but then Lone Rider doesn't have that chance.
I wanted literally for her to read the whole verse, and I wanted him to read from where I wanted him to read to where he stopped. And when he said, I was happy and I congratulate him. I say, thank you for reading it. And then he said, I'm going for tafsir. And I said, tafsir depends on who you are. You can pick up hadith and attach to the tafsir. You can pick up and build your own narrative. So that's what I didn't want. I wanted him to read the Quran as clearly as the text
That's
is.
fine, Kat. Thank you so much. I think we would like to have conversation with other people. We've Lone Rider hasn't
Can I
much to
thank
say.
you guys and
Kat.
move on.
So
thank you. I appreciate for the.
Kat, you've been on for hours now.
No, I say I'm going. I'm saying bye.
Okay,
I'm saying
okay,
bye.
okay,
I'm saying
okay.
a good apology.
Thank
yeah.
you.
I'm saying thank you guys for the platform.
Thanks, Kat. Ahmad Yoha, I know this is you. Thanks. He wasn't done, so I know he didn't leave on his own. But yeah, anybody else? Jesus Christ, I think we need a palate cleanser. Oh, Dabiosa, it was you. Well, thank you.
People have been trying to get him off since. Look, that guy was here just by the very thinnest of thread, right? But my goodness, boy, that guy was frustrating. Oh, and Lone Rider, apologize for your platform. I don't know. Did you get banned?
Yeah, I got suspended for a week.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Anyway, I just came like to say hi, and actually I came up to that guy. Now he's gone. I'm gonna be in the comments. Hopefully, I'm gonna go to sleep early today. Sweet dreams, everyone.
Lone Rider, listen, thank you for all that you do.
No problem.
Helping us who are not Muslims to try and understand the Islamic perspective.
No problem.
Lone Rider, one of these days it would be nice to have a conversation with you. You see all these people here that I've got on here have all been impacted by Islam. Some of them are no longer with us, So
absolutely, that will be a pleasure, actually.
Yes, so you can understand the impact of Islam in Nigeria, in that part of the world, and it doesn't really get spoken about a lot. So we need to keep on highlighting what is wrong with religion. I speak a lot about Christianity, but Islam, there are people who do speak on it, not to take away from them, they do speak on it, but the more of us, the better.
Yeah, actually, like the more people speaks about Islam and expose the evilness that inside it, that it's hidden inside of the scripture of Islam, it's better for this world. And for the Muslims and non-Muslims, they need to understand the religion. Anyway, thank you so much for having me in Sweet Dreams.
Hold on, just before you go, we got SSL joined. SSL,
Hi, Lone Rider.
Wait,
Oh,
hold
you
on.
going as
Hi.
Hold
Lone
on.
Rider? You going as I
Kutundu.
came up?
Kutundu, who have you? You said bye. I have unfollowed you. Who are you talking about? Who have you unfollowed? Kutundu, can you tell me who? Kat, who have you unfollowed? I need to know. Did you unfollow me?
Afro, I'm so sad. If it's me, I don't think my life will ever be the same again. Kat, how could you?
Please, who have you unfollowed? I want to know. Kat, no, seriously, I want to know. Who did you unfollow? Please tell us. Kat, go on and tell us. Who did you unfollow? He's gone. Kat, where did you go? Who did you unfollow? I want to know. Because if it is me that you have unfollowed, might as well just block you. He unfollowed me? Okay, all right. Might as well block him.
I'll say again.
Oh
good evening,
no,
everybody.
not a religious person leaving you alone. Oh man, this is the most painful thing to ever happen.
SSL, hello.
Hi, good evening, host. How are you?
Are you a Muslim?
No, I'm not.
Oh, a Christian?
Sorry, if you're under the illusion I was, then I apologize. I
No,
don't
no,
mind
just
dropping.
asking.
I don't mind
No.
dropping, by the way.
No. That's the question we just
It's
asked.
a regular question here.
Yeah.
Also,
Well, we want to know.
SSL, please confirm your age. Sorry, real quick. Just so
Crikey.
confirm that you're above 18.
I'm blushing.
You don't
I'm
need to tell us the
blushing.
number.
I'm blushing. I'm 43
Ooh,
years
Okay.
old. But I'm
40.
blushing. Thank you so much, Lillipod.
You're welcome.
So,
Right,
are you a Christian or Muslim, or where do you
No,
stand?
I'm a Sikh. If
Oh,
for those of you are aware.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And because we're not like other certain religions, we can mock ourselves at the same time. So I call myself a hide and seeker.
Hide and seeker. What do Sikh people believe?
Guess what our favorite watch is? Brand.
I don't know.
Seiko.
Oh, Seiko. Okay. All right. So what do Sikhs believe?
Sikhs believe in the eternal creator. There's just one God. And not in a hero worship kind of way. And we believe very much in egalitarianism. So that everyone is equal. There's no discrepancy between any individual from any background. And fundamentally, and this is the bit that, unfortunately, because obviously I'm born into it, but also and I'm not a baptized Sikh. I'm not a
baptized.
As in, I'm not.
Wait, hold on.
I'm not.
Hold on. Did you say baptized Sikh? Sikhs get baptized?
Baptized in the sense that when I say baptized,
He's saying he's not a Christian.
Okay.
No. My point is, let me rephrase that. Like, I'm not a practicing Sikh in the sense that I don't follow the absolute values of Sikhism in the physical manner, as in unkept hair. So there's fundamentals within the faith. It doesn't mean that you're not a Sikh, by the way. So there's a fundamental for you difference between our religion and others. But by the way, it's the newest religion. And again, I can't say how many people are leaving the religion, of course. So it could be in their tens of thousands. I can't say, I don't know. In my opinion, I don't think it's likely. But what I can tell you that there are people absolutely in their droves that are joining the religion, particularly of a Caucasian background, and particularly from North America, from the States and Canada, in Canada. And there's something very spiritual about the Sikh religion, Now, I'm going to sound very biased, and I apologize if I am. I'm not trying to be. I'm trying to be as objective as possible. But it is one that I would ask all of you. I'd implore you actually to investigate and do your own research. So this is not me trying to do some sort of, you know what I mean. It's just simply to ask you to broaden your horizons and look into it of your own volition.
Okay.
And that's enough for me and my party political broadcasts. But actually, I wanted to get back to the topic. So, what is the topic? And I apologize. I'm looking at it. I'm reading The Face of Islam in Africa. Is Islam and Sharia good for Nigeria? And my eyes are that bad, I can't read any further. So could somebody enlighten me?
Hold
So I
on.
could offer an opinion, please?
Before you continue, hold on. I just read it about Sikhism, right?
Yeah.
The Sikhs, also known as Sikhi, is an Indian religion and philosophy that originated in the Punjab region of the Indian subcontinent around the end of the 15th century.
Yes.
The concept of Sikhism includes universal acceptance of all humanity, a belief in one God. The name of God is Truth, Sat Nam. They believe in
Satnam, yes.
Satnam, equality of all persons irrespective of their caste, the color, gender, nationality, and religion. Equality of sexes is emphasized. Sikhs are not meant to eat kosher, which is the Jewish food prepared by a special ritual. They
All halal.
This is meat prepared with this. Okay. Sikhs are also not supposed to drink alcohol or consume. Okay, that's good. Now, Sikhism accepts that there were other messengers, including Moses, Jesus, and Muhammad in other religions. Islam believes that there were other messengers of God, with the last messenger being Prophet Muhammad, who received. So you're saying that Sikhs believe that there were all these other messengers.
I don't know what your source is for that, and I apologize. I'm not sure who's speaking, so I'm not sure who to address. If it's the Afro-atheist,
Yes,
is it the Afro?
it's the Afro-atheist. It's just...
Hi, Afro-atheist.
Hello.
So, hi. So, hand on heart, I'm not going to profess to be the fountain of knowledge on Sikhism, but I'm not sure what your source is for what you just quoted. If it's a reputable source, then who am I to dispute it? But if and I know for a fact that our culture acknowledges Muhammad. Our religion acknowledges Muhammad, that one of our first gurus. Actually, today is a very, very momentous day. Actually, it's the birth of the first of the gurus, Guru Nanak Dev Ji. So congratulations to you all. The reason why I say that, I appreciate you're not Sikhs, but you are human beings. And the whole premise of the religion is based on absolute equality for all of humanity, every human being, regardless of any background, any color, creed, religion, etc. It's all one. And so congratulations to you.
Well, thank you. I mean, but if Sikhs believe that Moses, Jesus, and these are characters that there's hardly any evidence that they existed.
Afro-atheist, what's your source?
It makes no, just 1 second. It makes no sense to me how you come along. I'm just saying, this is just me speaking now. How does a religion come along and they say, oh, we believe in the other messengers, but the other messengers, what evidence do you have that these messengers existed? That just makes me start to, you know.
I hear what you're saying.
I've got the side eye. My side eye is already raised because
Your eyebrow.
well, yes, side eye. I'm already side eyeing. I'm already side eyeing Sikhism.
Okay. No, that's okay.
You do get baptized. You do get baptized in Sikhism. It says baptized Sikhs read the 5 banners as part of the daily routine.
Baptism is, it's not as in a literal like underwater. You have a way to be like baptized, not from birth. You have to. There's certain things that you have to undergo. So I'm not a baptized Sikh, and the baptism would come once you go through a procedure of realizing that you're going to abstain from certain elements. So the elements, to me, and remember, I'm not a fountain of knowledge on this by any means, and I'm sorry to I apologize if I'm deviating from the topic at hand. So forgive me and make sure you want to pull me back to the topic at hand. But there's no, there's no cutting of hair. There's an abstaining of any meat, alcohol, obviously, lust, fornication, anything like this is you have to abstain from, and then you have to follow a really rigorous mindset, but you have to be at one with God first and foremost.
We don't believe in God.
You don't believe? Yeah, no, but that's your prerogative.
No, we don't. We don't believe in God. We don't have any evidence to prove that a God exists. It's not about. It's not about a prerogative.
I'll be honest with you, Afro.
If there is no evidence for a God, then why believe? Why believe in such?
But what's the premise of the word belief?
Accepting things you can prove as fact.
No, but belief can be subjective, can't it?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, so that's my point. So I'm not here to jump on the bandwagon of Sikhism or any other religion for that matter. I just made a reference to my own the religion I'm born into. Yes, absolutely. But also,
so how are you born into Sikhism and you're still a Sikh till this day? Does that not make you realize that this is you were conditioned into being a Sikh person?
No, because the condition would come from some sort of some sort of compulsion. There's never been a compulsion, and I you see, perhaps.
How can you be compelled? You didn't have a choice. You did not have a choice. It was imposed on you. It was
never imposed upon me.
Yes, yes, because you had no choice.
No, because by default you're always going to be associated with something. But it wasn't like it was rammed down my throat from childhood that you're this way inclined and you have to be this way inclined and you have to follow this way, that way. It wasn't.
So how come you're a Sikh as an adult? How come you're a Sikh as an adult?
Because there's a very fine line between the religion and the culture. So culturally, this is my point that I'm trying to very badly make, and I apologize. The Afro-atheists, culturally, a lot of Sikhs, particularly in England, so this is where I am, I'm not sure if you guessed by the accent, in England, culturally, we're Sikhs. So I'll stress that again, culturally, we're Sikhs. But fundamentally, if you want to be pernickety, if you want to be really strict, we're not, because we don't abide by the physical elements and and the actual elements of Sikhism, which which is called Sikhi. So so there's no, and also I'll be honest with you, I'm on a journey myself.
Right.
So sorry?
No. I'm yeah. Okay.
Good evening. Good evening. SSL. I just came up to tell you something. Did you see the condition? Have you seen the condition religion left Africa? What gives you the right to come here to tell us about a new religion and you think we want it? I have a clear message to you. We don't need it. You can keep your religion to yourself. Keep it in England. Keep it to your family. Another white man coming to tell us about religion when we are trying to open our people's eyes. Can you imagine? Abegoga, keep your religion to yourself. Abba.
No, but he's not. Is he white? Is he white? See?
Can I speak?
Now white man.
Myself, please.
Now white
Can I answer
man.
for myself,
Now
please?
white man.
Now white man. They tell us about another religion. Who tells you? Who
May I
told
answer?
you we need another religion in Africa?
No wonder he
Eh?
said people from the
Who
Caucasians.
the hell tell you that we need another religion in Africa? You can keep it to yourself with your family and your people. We don't need it. See this white man, no?
May I answer?
I
May I
beg
answer,
you.
please?
Yes, answer.
Yeah, so I'm trying to pronounce your name, Amadioa.
Okay. Yes. Mhm.
So, can Afro-Atheist, does Amadioa, is he under the impression that I'm Caucasian?
Yes.
Okay, so let me just correct Amadioa firstly. I'm not Caucasian. I'm of Southeast Asian descent.
Asian, all of them are Caucasian, dude. Keep your religion to yourself. We don't need it. Even if you're even if you are Chinese, Japanese, whatever, Korean, Indian, Pakistan, you can keep it to yourself.
I'm laughing.
We don't need
I'm
it in
actually
Africa.
I'm literally laughing. Son.
Yeah, you should
I'm
laugh,
laughing.
but I'm taking it serious. We don't need your religion in Africa. I beg, I'm begging you. I'm telling you, and as an African man, we do not need it. Don't even explain to us how it is. All of them are scam.
I'm not going to. I'm going to shut your. I'm going to shut down all of your, with the greatest respect, your reckless comments.
Yeah. Whatever you think I'm saying to you, shut it down. You can go and shut it in your house. We don't need it. With total respect, just keep it to yourself.
That's okay.
You can't do shit. So just keep it to yourself. We don't need it. I can't waste my time listening to people like you, another white man try. We'll talk about this one. Are we Indians? Are we Asians?
Another white man, did you say?
Yeah, you guys are Caucasian, all of you, white, yellow, whatever, man. You guys are not us. Okay, we don't need it. You guys can keep it.
Hang on. What am I? White, yellow, pink? Please enlighten me, Amadioa.
Listen, to be honest with you, what time is it now? It's nearly 2 a.m. and I am completely. I'm done.
It's 2:40 over here.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's why I wanted to go to bed. But like hearing people like this, man, speaking, I just like come on.
Amadioa, you're an hour in front.
We don't need your religion.
You're so far behind, sir.
We don't need your religion. Shh. Mute and listen. We don't need your religion. Okay, you can listen.
We're still trying to deconstruct.
You can listen to us. Don't come here to ramp your mouth. Look at how the religion that your people left in Africa, the way it's still hot in Africa till today. You're here coming to tell us about your religion. I beg, park and listen respectfully.
Anyway, people, everyone, let me love and leave you all because I'm very tired. Okay, SSL, thanks for joining us. Shamania, thank you. Lillipod, thank you as always. Yes.
Thank you, girl. Good night, everyone.
Oh, NJ just joined. Oh,
thank you everyone for joining. Please, sorry I came in.
I just wanted to say good night. I just wanted to say good night to the hostess with the mostest. I heard you was getting ready to go down for the night. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. I learned a new word today. I learned a new word.
What is it?
I learned it from a woman named Diamond. She said that the name had to do with body parts that she has done certain things with, and it all had to do with the letters in Diamond. And I couldn't figure out what the I was for. So you know me, I had to go run into my laptop, and it's called an ileum, the third and final part of the small intestine. I was intrigued. She sounds like someone I should get to know.
It's an ileum.
Yes.
Yes, I know about the ileum. I know the ileum.
I didn't know it had that name. I didn't know it started with an I. I knew it was there. I didn't know the name of it. So I was very proud of myself for learning something new. But everybody have a good night. Please rest well. Please rest well.
Everyone, good night. And there's nothing wrong in learning about new religions, right? There's really nothing wrong. But yeah, it was something that he said when he said, "You all lucky that we are lucky," because
that was why it came up. You know, I always come
about whatever is your belief. It's your belief. Today is a special day, and we are lucky. Excuse me.
Man, I swear, Afro man. You know, I don't normally come up like this, but just hearing this Asian man or white man coming here to teach us about a new religion, like we are lucky that he's here. You know, I'm like, man, are we Asians or are we Indians or are we European? He can keep it to himself, because I've been writing. I was writing it down on the comment, but he's not. He wasn't reading the comments, so that was why I got up to let him know my mind that we don't need his religion. Okay. He can say he has a new religion, but he can keep it to himself. But trying to convince us about a new religion, not telling us he has Abraham, Adam, Moses, Muhammad, Jesus, it's still the same scam.
Yeah, when you start mentioning those names, Adam, Jesus, Moses, no, these are characters that there's no evidence that they existed. And your religion will come and steal, from the life other people tell.
Go to sleep. Stop trying to remember these names we're all trying to forget. We don't care. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.
Good night.